Dreamer, you once told me that you were afraid of what I was going to become. Then you left me, so that I could become what I became. I became a survivor. I saw the sickness, understood the depths of the disease. I was awakened to the truth, and I became my purest self, violent by design. Violence is the only cure for the sickness you have. Perhaps you may judge the path I took, but I'd rather live with your judgments than die with your sympathy. I alone must live with my choices and my regrets. At Hardcore Justice, if you want a reckoning you will have. If you're looking for a villain, then I'm your man. But look at yourself first. The world you live in is bound by villainy. You profit off the blood and broken bones of the people that came before you, those that are here now, and those that will be here long after you're gone. You wanted me, Tommy? Well, all I can say is this. I'm right here.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a Tommy Dreamer production, a true afternoon delight, Hardcore Justice style.
This is your Hardcore Justice opening match, a three-way tag team contest set for one fall. Introducing team number one, Madman Fulton, and the X Division champion, Inevitable, Austin.
Excited to kick off Hardcore Justice. What's up, everybody? My name is Matt Strider. Joining me, as always, Mr. D'Lo Brown. D'Lo, your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts are, first of all, it's great to be on in the afternoon. Secondly, Hardcore Justice is going to be up the chain. There's so many things going to happen today. Just spills and thrills. Oh, my goodness.
An entire night from the mind of Tommy Dreamer, a man who has given over 3 decades of service to a great sport that has changed quite a bit since Tommy first laced up the boots. Now we look at the X Division, a division that has defined wrestling moving forward. It is simply all about Impact Wrestling and the different styles that it brings. You see Madman Fulton and the X Division champion Ace Austin.
Team number two, TJP and Falaba.
I like what TJP's doing, getting in the spirit of Hardcore Justice, coming out with that broom. It's a walis, right? It's a disciplinary thing. I mean, everyone gets hit with something in their lives. Some people call it a cocotazo, where you hit someone over the head. D'Lo, what did you get hit with when you were a kid?
A belt.
Okay,
Let's just call it what we call it, a belt.
Okay, fair enough. I'm glad that things have changed quite a bit. But all kidding aside, what happens in between the ropes, under the banner of Impact Wrestling on a night called Hardcore Justice, is going to be rather, dare I say, violent, aggressive. But there's also a beauty in pro wrestling, and TJP is one of the most magnificent artists I've ever seen.
He's controlled chaos. Like, everything he does is erratic, yet it is so purposeful, it is so meaningful, and so brilliant in what he does.
All right, let's get ready to meet the next team.
And team number three first, from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander.
D'Lo, a lot of people out there say that Josh Alexander is the best wrestler in the X Division. He does not have the title that proves it to others.
His tag team partner from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, the Canadian Destroyer, Petey Williams.
Oh, yes! Yes, and why the heck not? If you had your choice of anyone to stand beside you in a ring, especially in a ring with X Division implications, it would be the legendary Petey Williams. Petey Williams continues to work hard to define himself, his body, and his craft. The master, the creator of the Canadian Destroyer, a maneuver that has been often imitated, but at the end of the day, the true original is standing in the ring right now.
You know, they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. And if it's imitation that everyone's done by trying to recreate the Canadian Destroyer, then Petey Williams is flattered like none other.
You see what TJP did right there? He got to follow up, pat him on the back, because this entrance, this gallant way about Alexander and Petey, it could be intimidating. And TJ went over and patted Fowler on the back. Fowler's been on hard times lately. Telling Fowler focus now. So here we go.
Yeah, look at this. We've got a little lock up here. Look, and right off the bat, like you would think, Josh Alexander would take control. But Fowler showing the strength.
Interesting right off the bat to go for an armbar there. Josh knows he can't go low to the legs so early on. Maybe a headlock wouldn't have been advisable as well. Interesting strategy early on.
But the cool thing about what a wrestler does is like a game of chess. Josh Alexander's trying to break Fowler down or find a weakness. I don't think the head's one of them.
No. Fowler agrees. Josh ducks the clothesline, waits for Fowler to come off the ropes. Hard knife edge, chop, but it does not impede the momentum of Fowler.
Fowler just ran through a chop, a clothesline, and just gave a hell of a shoulder tackle. Is Fowler gonna fly? Oh. My heart. I thought Fowler was gonna fly there.
Yours. How about Fowler's? Josh with a headbutt just underneath the pec. Fowler, though, still in control here on a night where Jazz will put her career on the line against Deonna Purrazzo's Knockouts title.
You know, that's a big thing, is when you say, I want to be champion so badly, I believe in myself so much, I'm willing to put the one thing that I cherish the most, that is my career. Look at this, eh? Look at this.
Nice front trip there. Fowler able to roll over, push Alexander off, and stay away from the ankle lock. Tag made to Petey Williams.
And Petey, I'm telling you right now, Petey's the speed of this force. That's why Fowler wisely tagged out.
You can hear me. TJP, Petey Williams, give me all of this and more.
Yeah.
An elbow tie, a waist lock, go behind. TJ's gonna push Petey back into the corner. Good clean break. TJ uses his head, strikes, but he was clean. Petey could have stepped out of the corner, referee allowed. Been over there by Petey Williams, back onto his feet.
And look at Petey moving around quickly here.
Tilt-a-whirl puts TJ, and if TJ looks up, he'll realize he's right next to Josh Alexander. Instead, TJ turns Petey around. Petey blocks, big right hand. Petey waits. Nice!
Jumping Rana, awesome from Petey.
Saw Petey check where he was before doing the drop toe hold right there.
Yeah, you see he was measuring up TJ for this.
TJP, shoulders are down. Petey waits, doesn't hook a leg though.
No, that wasn't meant to win right there. That was meant to get a feel of how TJ's strength is doing. That's all that was. It was a feel-out pin attempt.
Well, TJ will block the suplex with the leg, prevents Petey from taking him over. And now TJP, again, blocks the suplex, use the momentum, roll through, full arm dragon twist, off the ropes. Petey Williams, tilt-a-whirl head scissor, back onto his feet. D-Lo, help me out.
Oh my goodness, Russian leg sweep. No, look at TJ reversed it.
Ah, beautiful, folks. You're watching Impact Wrestling Hardcore Justice. Oh, man, this is so much to be excited about. Rebellion is coming our way April 25th. You like this? You like this wrestling? Rich Swann and Kenny Omega are going to do this to the nth degree.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to that. Like, I can't wait to see the Impact World's Champion and the AEW Champion get in the ring and lock it up.
Let's talk about the X Division champion, Ace Austin. Stands in the ring with the man he took the title from. Ace with hard forearms. Ace is strong and has a unique element. Plus TJP with a nice takedown there. Let's stay with this for a moment. Go.
Look at TJP. Like, he just always, oh my goodness.
Nice.
He just always maintains control and then manipulates someone to take advantage of their body. That is amazing.
That's a great way to work on Ace Austin. Lower back attack, cut him down. I was going to mention, Ace Austin has Madman Fulton. That's what sets him apart from everyone else. But TJ's on the right track here.
Well, and TJ, don't forget, has Fallah Bahh. So, man, Fulton.
Just on cue. Fulton neutralizes it, and just like that, Ace Austin turns things back in his favor. This champ has momentum.
Yes, he does, and right now he's using, good squish in the corner here. Look at those, look at those uppercuts here. Fulton showing me something. And you can hear Fallah is in pain right now. You can hear it.
Tag made to Ace Austin. Fulton has to be able to be the guy that moves Fallah around for this team, and Ace takes advantage.
Look at the teamwork from Fulton and Ace. My goodness. Cover.
Cover, shoulders down. See if Fala's hands were up there. He's able to push Ace Austin off. There is an advantage to Fala having that rotund frame.
Yeah, it's hard to keep him flat. So you can see right there, Fala was kind of rolling the whole time, made the kick up quite easy.
Face lock now. Fala has to get up to a vertical base as well as get the weight of Ace Austin off of his neck and shoulders.
So you see what Fala did there? He created distance so they couldn't make the tag.
Yep.
Ooh, clubbing forearm.
And to your point, Fala finds himself close enough to his partner in Madman Fulton.
You know, I'll give it smart teamwork there. Fulton made his way over there, stopped the tag, but inadvertently Fala fell into the wrong corner.
Petey Williams now will get himself some of Ace Austin. Ace Austin as the X Division champion. Petey flowing nicely. Crucifix, shoulders down, no.
Good wrestling. Whoa, good wrestling here for Petey Williams.
Different type of cover by Petey, no.
He tried to get,
I like what I'm seeing.
He tried to get a lot of leverage on the chest and torquing the leg back, but it didn't work.
Tag made to Josh Alexander.
Best pure wrestler in this match by far.
Well, Ace Austin has something to say about it. You know, I mean, it's why so many people enjoy the X Division, because everywhere you look, there's a viable path to the champ.
Yeah, there's a viable path to the champ, but also, oh, what a combination!
No!
What a combination! Yeah,
there's a sidebar to all this when you think about, we're talking X Division title. What about the tag titles? And what about, these teams setting their sights there? There's just so much here.
There's so many possibilities that could come out of this match. But we are also, like you said, I'm seeing several different variations of X Division title matches right now with Ace Austin and Josh Alexander or Petey Williams or TJP or hell, even Madman Fulton. So it's off the chain.
Line tag after Ace Austin got advantage by clearly grabbing onto Josh Alexander's headgear. Josh wears that because he nearly lost his ear in a match, but continues to still compete.
Wait, no.
Chooses to do so.
He didn't nearly lost his ear. His ear fell off. Oh. And Fulton is showing something. Great power display by Madman Fulton.
Petey wise to get away from the rage of Fulton.
And
D'Lo, it feels like it's been Ace Austin and Madman Fulton for a little bit now. The momentum's clearly in their favor.
It is in their favor, but you can feel this match is ratcheting up in intensity. You can feel it just from the first couple minutes to now. It's a whole different feeling.
Two. I've seen Ace use a helicopter version of that leg drop as well. Chose to go over the direct move there. Shows me that he respects the intensity of Josh Alexander at this stage of the match.
Now, does Ace have those hands blocking the back? No.
I like what Josh is doing there at the top of his head.
Pushing it into his chin, just alleviating pressure.
And some people laugh when I say it, but a lot of guys, they'll buzz their head or they'll buzz their face or their arms and they'll let it grow in for a couple of days. Those become like little needles and pricks. You can actually use that.
Yes, it's all legal. Uh-oh.
And there's the helicopter leg drop. Josh Alexander may have busted his nose. Two! No!
That was very intense, that leg drop there. Josh Alexander's up already.
Petey was smart there because he forced Ace to take his eyes off of Josh Alexander. Ace continues to do so. Back onto his feet. Petey went for the trip. Ace caught him.
Ace Austin is like next level in terms of what he can do in this ring. Oh, but Josh Alexander said, to hell with that. I'll just hit a power slam on you.
Yeah, I like that. Haven't heard that term a lot. Next level. Before people abuse it and dilute it, it means nothing. When you look at guys in the ring right now, you look at guys like Kenny Omega, Rich Swann, the Good Brothers, a lot of the wrestlers here are next level. And I like it, and I take pride in it, D.
No, I do too, and it shows that our roster can compete against anyone in the world. And there's an example right there. Ace Austin just does things out of nowhere.
TJP close with the clothesline, staying on top of the champion, sends him into the ropes, but Ace Austin has the leg strength. TJP with the springboard cross body.
TJ's fired up. And TJP, he's measuring Ace Austin up.
He's patient. You see, even though he's fired up, TJP, he's patient.
That's what makes TJP special. Even with all his anxiety or wanting to get out there and do something, it's measured control.
Yes, he's also smart as well. He knew that Fulton would be coming, and look at the teamwork from TJP and Falaba.
That's a 400-pound crossbody right there.
The TJ has a hop in his step.
And,
Tag made.
but the Mamba splash, but there's can be no count.
No, so this is a callback to what happened between these two in the last match where they teamed together. Alexander, it's legal. No. And it was the other way around, I believe. It was one stealing a win from another, but not stealing because tags were made. They're trying to show each other, hey, I'm better. There's a personal issue between TJP and Josh Alexander.
There is, but you also remember, in the ring, you got to remember where you are. It was TJ's fault being in the wrong corner.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Oh, what a right hand!
Look at Josh and Petey working well together.
Sharpshooter's on. It's locked
in there.
Oh, no.
Fulton trying to break it up. Josh is going to turn it around. Standing ankle lock, and look at this.
Oh, my good, both men in the ring. This is going to be over, but what is TJ doing?
Not to be outdone, TJP.
And
Followed by now as the pieces of the puzzle begin to come together.
It's a giant game of Jenga. Like everyone's getting knocked over.
From the mind of Tommy Dreamer, Hardcore Justice, we thank you so much for joining us on this afternoon in the Impact Plus app. What a night we have. We're going to see Jazz put her career on the line against Deonna Purrazzo. We're going to see a hardcore war.
And right there, oh, Ace was going for the fold, but Petey got out of it. Oh, short powerbomb roll through. They're going for the Canadian Destroyer. That's an assist destroyer. No. And Fulton says, no, I'm gonna help Ace Austin out.
You know, the fan of me wants to see the move, right? You always want to hear the song done by the person that wrote it, never a cover.
Yeah, I know what? Look at Fulton.
Gosh, an original score by Madman Fulton.
But Fala says, I'll take you right to the floor. Fala showing some strength too. And look at this, everybody is down.
Not everyone. Fala's on one knee. And that might be small, but look, Fala's gonna have an advantage if he can get to his feet. But look, Josh and TJ rise to their feet first as Fala begins to look for reprieve on the outside. The action turns to two of the very best in TJP and Josh Alexander. Washy-washy time.
Here comes the boot wash. TJ loves his move.
Yeah, he loves the history of the move. I've often referenced the great Otani, and TJ likes to bring up Kanemoto, the connections there. TJP really understands how everything is just woven into the fabric of the sport for true fans that are wrestlers.
Look at this. This is the splash. Follow. Just went right down on top of Ace Austin.
On top of the X Division champion, Ace Austin.
Look,
Josh Alexander, a little bit of the same.
But look, TJ's right up for the Mamba. Oh. No, knees up.
Nice, here it is.
Canadian Destroyer!
Nailed it. Oh, Petey's hurt though. No, maybe not. Maybe he was baiting Fala in. Don't lose sight of the fact that Petey Williams.
Petey's going for it again.
No way.
There's no way. Okay, yeah, no, Fala said no.
No. Yeah, gotta credit Petey for trying, you never know. Gretzky said you miss 100% of the shots you never take.
Ankle lock.
Get Petey.
Petey's
playing defense, and he gets it.
There it is.
Nicely done.
Here are your winners, Petey Williams and Josh Alexander.
D'Lo, your immediate thoughts as to what this does to the X Division and the Tag Team Division?
I think right there, this match put everyone on notice in the X Division and Tag Division, saying, hey, this is a good little team, and we're two great individuals. We can challenge for both championships.
From the quote-unquote sports analyst point of view, I've been able to see that Josh Alexander can get the ankle lock on anyone. Big, small, large, wherever you want to look at it. Petey Williams showing that he's at least willing to try to hit the Destroyer on anyone. However you look at it, it doesn't bode well for the division or for the X Division champion, Ace Austin. All right, Hardcore Justice is off and running. Let's run down this card, D'Lo. Tonight, Doc Gallows with Carl Anderson by his side takes on Black Taurus with Decay.
It's cheerily legal. Shearer versus Hernandez. Chairs are legal.
And then for the first time ever in a hardcore blindfold match, Brian Myers versus Jake Something.
And in a Knockouts weapon match, the winner will challenge us for the Knockouts title at Rebellion. Rosemary versus Havoc versus Jordan Grace versus Alicia versus Tennille versus Susan. And there's old school rules. Career versus title. Jazz takes on the Knockouts champion, Deonna Purrazzo.
And then our main event, the aptly titled Hardcore War, Violent by Design take on Team Dreamer, Tommy Dreamer, Rich Swann, Willie Mack, and Eddie Edwards. But now, let's go to Chairly Legal. You like that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
People rolling their eyes all around the world right now.
This is a Chairly Legal match. It is set for one fall. Introducing first from Punjab, India, the Indian Lion, Shearer.
Maybe I can pass the heat that I'll get onto David Penzer. But let's talk about the fire that is raging inside of Shearer. Now that he is on his own, he has emancipated himself from Rohit. Shearer is dangerous, D'Lo.
Shearer is dangerous in many ways. He's trying to find himself. He went away home to India. He went away to dig deep inside of himself. And he came back a new beast, a new monster. Look at this man. He has all the tools. Now he just needs to get on a roll.
The Lion, Shearer, ready for action in this chairs match. And you'll notice our camera crew are stationed on the other side of the steel rails for their safety. This one is going to get chaotic.
Yeah, when you got chairs swinging and people flying, cameramen, get out of the way.
His opponent from Houston, Texas, Hernandez.
So Hernandez's services were procured by Rohit Raju. What I'm trying to say is that Rohit paid Hernandez to try to beat up and take out Shearer. In a tag match, Hernandez decided to use a chair, and as things tend to do here, it evolved or devolved into this, where chairs will be legal.
You know, this is a match that I think Hernandez is very comfortable in, because Hernandez is used to using weapons. He'll swing a chair, he'll swing a chain, he'll swing dollar bills if you let him. It doesn't matter. This is Hernandez's type of match.
Death by $1,000 bill paper cuts. Here we go, two big men, collar and elbow tie. Still pinfalls and submissions apply here.
And people go, oh, look, chair match, and they start with a collar and elbow lockup. You still got to get to the chair. You still got to find a way to take advantage and have your opponent down long enough to go get a chair.
It's also deep down about the respect for the sport. You know, Hernandez understands how he makes his living, and Shearer. Sorry, I just want to listen in there. Shearer is all about pride and respect. So.
Yeah, it's Hernandez just cut off Shearer with a boot to the gut.
That's one of the things, though. Hernandez has old tricks in the book, but you can't make up for the power and determination of the Lion, Shearer.
Look at kind of strength it takes. What kind of strength it takes to knock Hernandez off his feet like that? You know, Shearer just showed the world, I'm just as powerful as Hernandez, if not more.
Shearer controlling the back of the head of Hernandez, trying to soften Hernandez up. I do believe that Shearer, from Shearer mocking Hernandez, maybe he's been in our country a little too long, you know? I mean, you gotta have your humility.
He's getting a little bit of the mind games of wrestling down now, isn't he?
Here we go. As I was saying, just as I've watched Shearer develop, I would imagine he would want to use one or two moves with the chair. I don't think he wants this to turn into a chair-swinging fest.
No, and look, you know Hernandez is going to be the first one to go out and get a chair, because this is where he's comfortable at. This is his wheelhouse.
So let me ask you something. How much of, quote-unquote, where you came up influences how you fight? I think it has a lot to do with it.
It's got everything to do with it. If you come up in that blue-collar town that where you had to work hard for a living, you could fight. And if you came up with a silver spoon in your mouth, well, maybe you can't fight so much.
Well, some will say they can afford the best training. So that's always been the conversation. The tie, hang on, cover here. Slam onto the chair. Shearer's smart to utilize the chair as part of the wrestling match.
Talk about smart. Look at Hernandez create space and get away from Shearer. That's smart.
Both men now rearranging furniture. Hernandez has something in mind. He placed one and used the other.
Uh-oh.
Ow!
Oh! Did you hear that crack of that chair across the huge back of Shera? And Hernandez it's like an erector set he's putting together out there.
Gosh, it's like, how could I hurt him the most? Like, that's the thought process.
There's almost like a thought bubble right over his head. It's like, oh, ooh. And Shera said, wait a minute. I can hurt you just as badly, just as easily. Whoa.
So now we have to see is, where is Shera's line? When can Shera become, for lack of a better word, a jerk?
Well, we'll find out in this match because you're going to have to do whatever it takes to win. So let's see if Shera can dig deep down inside and find that extra place to go to beat Hernandez in a match like this. Hold on, just to tell you. Nice chair. Wow. Just the sound of that chair just sends chills down my spine.
Hernandez's shoulders are down. Shera chooses to inflict more punishment. Perhaps we're seeing that development. Perhaps we're seeing the mean streak that many say if Shera develops, he's going to become nearly unstoppable.
Yeah, the mean streak is, can I put a man's body through a steel chair? Can I put him just wherever he needs to go? And Hernandez,
Hernandez can!
You see that? Right there, that's the thing you're looking for. If Shera can pick up that, that's how Shera will become great.
You know, everybody's into like advertising and using the hashtag. We're using the hashtag Hardcore Justice. Been using it all afternoon. But Hernandez realizes this is his best commercial. For those out there that want to get his employ, if you will, invest in Hernandez's services, this is the best commercial. Tweet, hashtag, anything you're gonna get.
Yeah, you know, Hernandez right now wants everybody to know you're in good hands, you know? So when you hire me and you get yes for my services, this is what you're gonna get. I will take out your problem.
Seriously, make me some sort of t-shirt, Hernandez's services or whatever it is, and I will be there for it.
I'll be the first one. I'll go to Shop Impact and get it, and I'll be the first one to wear it. And now Hernandez is setting the chair up, and we've had several attempts to set up chairs in the middle of the ring. There must be a master plan here.
Well, yeah, the pinfall and the submission is the way to win the match. So utilizing the chair, especially right in the middle of the ring, it behooves not Hernandez just yet.
See, right there, Hernandez, he outduped himself because he left the chair right there in front of Shera's shoulders, and Brian Hebner had to move the chair out, which cost, to me, that extra tenth of a second and stopped that from being a 3 count.
A lot of people don't think about that or see that, especially when you're in there. It's hard to realize it when you're in the midst of the fight. Oh, gosh.
Wow. I'm just going to leave that one alone. I'm just going to leave that alone.
Oh. Even if it is high up on the hamstring,
right?
On the outside on the ITB, wherever it is, that hurts, dude.
That hurts, and it was intentional. That was done intentionally to inflict damage and pain, not to win, just to make you mad. Look at the clubbers! Wow! Hernandez just clubbering him.
Yeah, well, Shera can't get up. Hip and groin compromised now. That hurts. Anyone out there that's ever tweaked or pulled your groin, you know that hurts.
Ooh. And Shera, that's a heavy clothesline too. Shera trying to show some fight.
Shera's mobility slightly limited, but he's taking advantage of what Hernandez is giving him. Hernandez with the momentum off the ropes, and Shera takes full advantage. Is it enough?
Nice spinebuster.
2, no! Now Shera goes to one knee with that spine buster. Wham! I remember a guy that used to do that. He'd pop right up, right off it.
That guy named, look, here we go. Look at this. Up and around.
Boom.
And Shera just drove Hernandez in.
He's smart. Also, he held on to the leg and covered it, actually. For the pageantry, the pop-up and the look is great. But for the efficiency of wrestling, I like how Shera does it.
No, Shera just drives you down in there. Oh, you can see Shera's getting more aggressive with the chair now. He's definitely getting more aggressive. Oh, this could be bad. This could end badly.
Oh, for Shera, though.
Yeah, ended badly for Shera. And Hernandez now throwing, looks like multiple chairs going in the ring.
Yep. Hernandez looks angry, or more angry than he is normally.
Yeah, I mean, he looks PO'd right now, and it looks like it's not about winning right now. It's about sending a message. It seems like he's putting all the chairs in the ring, and you wonder what he's got in his mind going on right now. There's just a big pile in the middle of the ring.
Let's see what Hernandez has in mind to put an end to this match.
Look, he's still throwing chairs in.
Now you think of Hardcore Justice, and we said it's the mind of Tommy Dreamer. The images of wrestling past always stay with us. I remember when Terry Funk or Public Enemy, the ring was littered with chairs. That might be going through Tommy's mind right now, or perhaps even Shearer's.
Well, based on where we are right now, something's going to be going through somebody's mind, because if this turns into a superplex, oh my goodness! Yeah,
Perfectly done.
Wow, that's going through somebody's mind. I think Hernandez is wondering why he put those chairs in the ring.
It is 2. Oh!
Good strength by Hernandez kicking out of that. That kind of backfired him, because Hernandez put all those chairs in there, and then he met them with his back.
Yeah, it's the old term, hoisted by his own petard. You know, it's when the thing that you've set up comes to bite you in the A in the end, you know. But Shearer, look, Hernandez is up though. Wow!
He's up quick.
That was like a horror movie.
It was like Michael Myers appearing out of nowhere. Good call.
And just like that, turnabout fair play, perfect irony. Shearer set something up, and then it bit Shearer.
Did you see Hernandez kept hold of Shearer's head and drove it all the way through the chair? Where did Rohit come from? Rohit knows he can use that chair.
Here is your winner, Shearer!
All right, man, I'm supposed to be like an analyst. All right, I get it. So Rohit has had the personal relationship with Shearer for so long, then it was fractured, then Rohit hired Hernandez, and Hernandez wanted nothing to do with Rohit. This is all, I don't like this. I was enjoying the match and the growth of Shearer on his own.
I'm just confused here. Is this Rohit's way of making an amends with Shearer? Like, I don't know.
It's an interesting point you make. We'll see how the lines move in this one. I know that action's been taken over down at Swingers Palace. And even though that Kenny and Don put down like 20K, the line still seems even for the Rebellion main event.
Can you believe the freaking office telling us that we need to take the night off?
Get me? Everyone knows I love this place. But it should be us on Tommy's team, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. After what Violent by Design did to us,
Bro.
Come on, it should be us, man.
They're gonna pay.
Seriously.
If you're gonna take the night off, this is the place to do it. You brought your draw, right, Daddy?
Hey, boys, is there room at this table?
I'm gonna have to say no.
Can't sit here. We're talking to you. We went on this action as well.
You want some action? How about we have ourselves a little match?
Match, perfect.
Sounds great.
We'll head to the ring right now.
Jackpot!
No, I can't walk the ring. You know how many of these I've had? I'm talking about a drinking game match.
What the hell is that?
I mean, come on, man. You're gonna have some brain cells in there. It's easy. First you drink, like this. And then you have a match.
I like the sound of that. Swingerillas!
Let's get over. That's seat for you, and seat for you, all right? Get out of here. It's warm. All right.
Whoa, what's going on here? You guys taking bets?
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is the Midnight Mayor's office. We'll take bets on anything, but we don't accept action dolls for bets. We only take kiss ash here at Swingers Palace, Daddy.
Swig, man, you're just upset because you've been in the business for 150 years and you don't have one action figure of yourself.
Listen, you ham and egger, I'll send you packing back to Junior, Daddy.
Tommy, this isn't Wrestle House. It isn't like that anymore.
You're right, Larry D, you criminal, but I'm still the executive in charge of wrestling.
ECW.
Swinger, Cardona, get ready, because you got a match tonight.
Well, what kind of match?
A Crate American Bash.
What is that?
All right, coming up next, it is going to be Big Doc Gallows against Black Taurus. This one will tell us a lot about Rebellion.
Yeah, it's going to tell us a lot about Rebellion, but right now, this is going to tell us a lot about Hardcore Justice.
Be here now. Very zen. So is the mood created by these men.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Carl Anderson, and representing the Good Brothers from Tokyo, Japan, the Big LG Duck Gallo.
Talking about the Zen and the inner peace, it seems that these two men are missing that. They're missing their peace. I think that comes with the Impact Tag Team titles.
They're not missing their peace. They're missing a little bit of their swag. They're missing a little bit of that thing that makes them the Good Brothers. They're missing something they need to find, and this match is going to help Gallows try to find it back again.
Yeah, big man is missing his swing. Let's see if he gets it back, but Black Taurus, that's the guy that you're going to go in there against.
Right.
Listen, a lot of people have been saying that the brothers need to be bringing their A game on April 25th. Doc Gallows is the linchpin here. Look, I understand Carl Anderson's IWGP Tag Team title history, but this big man makes the brothers go.
Doc Gallows is the engine. He is he's a straw that stirs the drink. He is what makes the Good Brothers what they are. Without him, it's just a normal team.
Wow. His opponent has changed the win projection overall for his team, for Decay, for his group. So let's go to David Penzer right now.
His opponent, representing Decay and accompanied to the ring by Crazy Stephen Rosemary, Black Taurus.
Ever since arriving here in Impact Wrestling, Black Taurus has shown himself to be a bull. Strong, coming forward at all times. This is a tough task here tonight.
Tough task is putting it mildly. Look at this man. He's intimidating, he's creepy, and hell, he's got horns. What more do you need? Just the intimidation factor right here.
Now later on, we'll see Rosemary in the Knockouts Weapons #1 contender match. I feel like a night like Hardcore Justice just suits a group like Decay.
A night like this is suited for a team like Decay. They thrive in this. They live for this. But you know what? Going up against a guy like the Big LG Doc Gallows, this is going to be a hard night. I don't know what's going to happen, but guess what, Striker? You and I got the best seat in the house to watch.
See Decay trying to make the brothers feel uncomfortable. The lights staying down for just a tick longer. The smoke billowing just a bit more here this afternoon. And I think the brothers' discomfort comes more from being kicked out of a locker room by Eddie Edwards than the mind games that Decay may be trying to play.
You know, they were embarrassed by getting kicked out of the locker room, and it's really got on their nerves and really PO'd them. So now they've been trying to exact some justice, some revenge. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Oh, he's starting out hot.
Charging, missed the boot. Gallows throws the shot. Taurus rolls back through. The big man puts his head down and gets caught.
Black Taurus showing a burst of speed here. Must have been the game plan. Let's go different than what we normally do. Dragon screw on the ropes, my goodness.
Twice early, Gallows has missed a big boot or some variation thereof. Taurus took advantage, and Gallows takes the big man off his feet.
You see what Gallows did there was smart? He let Taurus get up to the top and come up with that crossbody, and Gallows just stepped out of the way and followed up with that huge clothesline.
I think a lot of people sleep on what Gallows brings to the sport, how long he's been around, you know, where he's learned and from whom. People are always focused on the entrepreneurship of the brothers and Carl Anderson's social media and so on and so forth. Man, it's Gallows.
It is Gallows, but, you know, and you bring up a point there. When does this heavy schedule, when does this burden of responsibility, when does it wear on the Good Brothers? Being on multiple television shows, going out and doing interviews, going out and selling merchandise, when does it start to wear on them and their core product?
Well, there's the other side. Some guys feel like if they stop or slow down, they're going to break out altogether. You know, the Gallows and Anderson, they have their own wrestling promotion, right? Lariato Pro, you can see it right here on Impact Plus. They don't want to stop. They know they can't stop.
Yeah, I was just on Lariato Pro. Anyway, they can't stop, and they've got to keep going, but you just wonder when that schedule will catch up with them.
So now let's turn our talk to Decay and Black Taurus, D'Lo. What do you like about this team, this group, and this wrestler?
I like the fact that they are intimidating, one. They win most matches just walking to the ring. And then when they get in the ring, they can flat out go.
Cover, two. It's a good point, like the Mike Tyson effect.
It is the Mike Tyson effect. And that's what Decay brings. But right now, Doc Gallows is bringing a bunch of forehead arms and just straight out punches to the forehead of Black Taurus.
Too sweet to the gods as Black Taurus struggles to get to his feet. And just like that, he may be changing the trajectory of this match. Gallows is rocked and backing up.
That step-up enziguri kid caught Doc Gallows right on the temple.
Oh, the Hefe under the chin, the uppercut.
And I don't care what kind of roll you're on, if Gallows hits that uppercut like that, you're stopping flat in your tracks.
Well, that's the thing, he's 6'8", so everyone coming is going to be right in line for an uppercut. That's the punch to use. Yeah. That's the move to use.
That's knowing your body. It's knowing, oh, and look, here's Carl Anderson taking advantage too. Seems like the brothers are trying to find that swagger here tonight.
I think that swagger is over in Japan around the waist of Finjuice.
Oh. Nice vertical suplex by the LG. Nice.
Cover, leg hooked, referee in position, but just a 2. And now Gallows will, there it is right there, the difference between Gallows and everyone else. Wear down your opponent.
And right there, look, the chin lock, once again, does not look like much. This is wearing Taurus down. This is wearing him down. This is cutting off his wind. It's making it difficult to breathe.
You know, at the top I said that Rosemary was out here. She is not. She is getting ready for the Knockouts weapons match. But Crazy Steve is out here, and he always positions himself. You see him moving around there so that Taurus can see and hear him. Don't underestimate that.
No, he's a great second. And a great second is someone who will give you another set of eyes. And this is the place where Gallows loves to be, out on the floor. He's most dangerous out here. Ooh! You see Black Taurus just flip over those rails?
A night of hardcore justice. There are certainly, I guess, what we could call relaxed rules with regards to disqualifications and countouts. And I like that, actually.
No, I like it when you get a little more rough. I like it when the rules get stretched a little bit because sometimes the rules are just a little too constraining. So now let's let the boys play a little bit.
Oh boy, Big Doc Gallows stepping over. And getting a hold of Black Taurus, rolling him in the ring. Black Taurus will try to get to the middle of the ring, and Gallows is gonna have to stay close here.
Yeah, Taurus is creating some distance here, but you know, Gallows is so big, he shut it down real quick, and oh, power elbow coming down.
Cover. I noticed that Taurus, while he is moving, it is really, really slow here.
Oh, look at these. Those are right on the sternum, and this is about knocking the wind out of you. And then a chin lock right over the nose and mouth to make it difficult to breathe.
Look how Gallows presses his elbows together, buries his chin into the head, turns Taurus over to the sides, difficult to breathe.
And another thing is, this is making Black Taurus carry the weight of Luke Gallows on his back.
Pulled down by the mane. Do bulls have manes?
Bulls, I don't know if bulls have manes, but I know one bull has a mane. Black Taurus has a hell of a weave.
Cover here. Oh. Doc Gallows working hard to show the world, to show the critics, that he and Carl Anderson are ready for April 25th, ready for Juice Robinson and David Finlay, ready to reclaim the Impact Tag Team titles.
You know, Gallows asked Taurus to fight back, and Taurus is all well going to oblige, but there's the big boot. And maybe I'm wrong, I may be mistaken, but there's a different look in Doc Gallows' face right there. It's more confident, it's more back on line with where they used to be.
Yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly, and also this is right in Gallows' wheelhouse. Remember, Torus comes from AAA Mexico. It's a different style. The same way, nicely done there, Juice and David Finlay are bringing the New Japan style. So this is a perfect match for Luke Gallows. Cover here. No, it's a bad matchup for Torus.
Yeah, it is a bad matchup for Torus, and Torus is going to fight his tail off, lack of a better term, but he's going to go out there and compete.
And how about the fact, though, it's easy for the casual fan to not see it, but the fact that Torus is staying in this match, kicking out, working his way up, absorbing all this punishment, it tells me more about Torus, perhaps, than it does about Doc Gallows.
Yeah, it tells me Torus is going to fight. He's never going to give up. He's going to keep going. Doesn't matter the odds. That makes Black Torus dangerous.
In boxing, it's called punching yourself out. Could Doc Gallows be emptying the tank dealer?
It's, you know, maybe Black Torus is using the rope-a-dope. We don't know. We're going to find out, but Doc could be punching himself out, but he keeps getting covers.
Notice there, it was a hard slam and then down to one knee and then the cover. Look, when you're 6'8", it takes a lot to go up and get down and go up and get down, especially the longer you do this.
Well, you once again, riding all that weight on Black Torus' shoulders, making Black Torus carry not only his own body weight, but the body weight of Doc Gallows.
See, Black Torus, though, switched over now and it forced Gallows to change up the hold. Now Black Torus shots to the gut. Big headbutt by Gallows. Keeps the pace in the favor of the brother.
Oh, Torus shows some athleticism. Caught him!
Here we go. Never too late for a good comeback. Crazy Steve feels the shift in the universe.
This could be the defining moment in this match. A 619. Black Torus on a roll.
On his way up. Gallows groggy, down,
cover.
The big man's down, shoulders, no!
What a burst of momentum there, a burst of adrenaline from Black Torus, and then this match has switched 180 the other direction.
Here we go now. It's going to tell me so much about Rebellion here. What's Doc Gallows like when he gets rocked, when the chips are down? See, there it is. Carl Anderson didn't want to wait to find out.
Look, but this is great strategy.
This is vintage, brothers. It works. You don't have to put Gallows through the ringer. You don't have to test him because he's got Carl Anderson, and they may have the victory right here.
Here is your winner, Doc Gallows.
I try to stay in cadence with the referee. I try to feel the moment, because that's what the brothers do.
I'm going to tell you, that's great wrestling strategy from the Good Brothers. When it looked like the big LG was in trouble, Carl Anderson just did one thing. He stepped up on the apron, distracted everybody, which gave Gallows that beat, that moment to recover, and the match was over seconds later.
Momentum means so much in life, so much in this sport. The Good Brothers riding high ahead of April 25th, their rematch for the Impact Tag Team titles against the champions Finn Juice. For Decay, they set their sights on the Knockouts Weapons #1 Contenders match, which comes our way in a short while. But right now, let's hear Violent by Design.
Hardcore justice. And you're looking at one half of the hardcore war. Tommy Dreamer, you got a history of violence. Eddie Edwards, Rich Swann, Willie Mack. You're pillars of Impact Wrestling. And when we crash those pillars to the ground and we're standing on the rubble, you can't say that we didn't tell you. Violent by design. You're all sick. You're filled with the disease. And the most important thing right now is ridding this world of that disease. We see the truth. Our eyes are wide open, and you men are standing right in your way. What you're looking at is 100% absolute belief in violence. We believe in it. We worship it. We use it. We live it every day. Can you tell yourself the same thing, I don't think you can. This is the last time I'm going to warn you. This is hardcore justice. It doesn't matter if you're Tommy Dreamer and this show is yours. You're the heartbeat of Impact Wrestling, Eddie Edwards. You're one of the greatest athletes to ever step through the ropes in Willie Mack, or you're the Impact World Champion. This world does not belong to you. It belongs to us.
All right, it's now time for the mystery crate match. D'Lo, the rules?
So with the Great American Bash, each crate has something inside of it, and if you can get to it, you can use it against your opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a mystery crate match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Swingtown, USA, Johnny Swinger.
Well, boys, a lot of S's in that, isn't there, as Johnny Swinger makes his way to the ring. I personally am a huge fan. D'Lo, you?
Well, there's Johnny. He's got his good luck charms with Swingerellos with him, and look at him, just full of it, walking like a proud peacock.
You know, today's status is measured by like different metrics, follows, engagements, users. In Swinger's mind, it's measured in Lincoln Town cars, Halliburtons, briefcases, cowboy boots, secret handshakes.
And fanny packs. Let's not forget fanny packs.
Johnny Swinger, the proprietor of Swinger's Palace, located on beautiful McGavick Pike.
His opponent from Long Island, New York, always ready, Matt Cardona.
You know, when you think about Matt Cardona, you think about his career. He arrived here at Impact, and Brian Myers is his best friend. They have the Major Figures podcast together. It's known, but Cardona says that Myers acted a different way when the red light was on, when the cameras were rolling. Cardona challenged Myers to a match. First, Myers refused, and then Myers came out and attacked Cardona and his opponent, Jake Something. Slammed Jake Something's eye into the steel step and said he accepts the challenge at Rebellion. So right now, Matt Cardona has a lot on his mind. We're going to see Myers and Jake Something later on in a blindfold hardcore match. There's a lot to unpack here, D'Lo.
There is a lot to unpack, and you know, right now, Matt Cardona is trying to move on with his career. He's trying to do what's right for him, and always the looming interest of his best friend, quote unquote, Brian Myers, is always there.
Hey, I'll put it there, Daddy. I was there for handshake. Come on, put it there.
What is he?
Come on, be a good sport. Be a good sport.
I hate that handshake. And right there, that's right. Look at this. Swinger was going for one of those crates. He didn't pull his tights.
He's got the Swingerellas in on it now. They're learning.
Yeah, they're right in on the gimmick, huh? Like, I had the exact same thought there, Cardona.
Don't take anything away from Johnny Swinger. You know, the grizzled vets are always valuable.
Well, the grizzled vets are always playing games, whether you know it or not. And everything leads into the strategy.
Johnny Swinger with his unique vernacular. You know, you pick up a lot of things when you travel around, and your whole life is wrestling. You know, it becomes you.
Well, it becomes what you are, the language, the way we walk around, the look, everything is about wrestling. Look at this, and the strut. Look at him. Look at him begging for attention from the Swingerellas. He doesn't need the what?
I can't understand him half the time.
Yeah, he's talking. I don't understand it.
He talks like a rapper.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to think. Right there, full Nelson. You could see some wrestling from Swinger, but Cardona said, "I'm having none of that."
The tackle sends Swinger down. Cardona with a strut of his own and getting into it. Cardona's a longtime wrestling fan.
He gets it too. That's the old Memphis strut for those who don't know. And see right there, this whole time, all these games were about Swinger baiting Cardona in for that moment. I mean, he is just working so well.
He sure is.
Oh! And that's just a bad placement. Legal, all within the rules.
And because Swinger is so old school, we've yet to even think of hang on cover here to go to the crates. You know, I think Swinger is still stuck in the 70s, alliteration aside. Cover again after the Paul Orndorff elbow drop, that it's not even in his mind to go after the crates. And now finally, here we go. Here we go. He's moving into the 90s. What's he got?
It's a picture? Who is that? Lex Luger? Who is that? I don't know who that is.
That's Scott.
Scott Hall. It was Scott Hall.
How much does that go for?
You know, he'll be calling the office tomorrow.
Missed the drop kick, does Matt Cardona. Swinger holds on. And yes, there you
Scott
go.
Hall. And
choke.
Right there, Swinger just taking the shortcuts.
As the Swingerellas watch and look on. You know, you think about great names in women's wrestling that have started as valets. Precious and Sunshine, and even Missy Hyatt was discovered in a rather unique way. It's interesting. I wonder if any of the Swingerellas will go on to a great career in Impact Wrestling.
Interesting. Oh! Now, that hurts right there. You get knocked off the apron to the steel rails. That hurts.
Can't argue with the logic.
He's sound. That's being a ring general, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how you can wrestle well into your 50s, 60s, some guys.
And look there, Swinger's taking control.
While all this is going on, and we talk about the unorthodox style of Swinger, he has Matt Cardona cover down. Matt Cardona fundamentally sound on the quick kick out, rolled over, and Swinger puts his shoulders back down on the mat. Low angle elbow. Swinger is working here and working well, like you said.
That was a great modification on the elbow, that low angle where he never lost hand control. And okay, now Swinger's going for the second box. Swinger's going for the second box. He's trying, no, okay, no. Cardona won't let him get it. Chin breaker.
Gets Swinger away from the mystery crates.
Oh, now Cardona's making a move for a crate.
This is a cool concept.
It's a different way of doing a match. Yeah, Swinger stops Cardona from getting to the crate. Oh, wow. Vicious. That was vicious, and the Swingerellas approved.
Yes, a smattering of applause.
And now Johnny Swinger is going for the crate. He's trying to keep one eye on Cardona. You see that?
What's in there? What is in there? Johnny Swinger in a past life had quite a career in Extreme Championship Wrestling. Something bite him? What? Is this like the scene from Flash Gordon?
Oh, it's a rat trap! It's a rat trap! The irony of that!
That's funny. Wow, okay. Clothesline by Matt Cardona. Up and down. There's no green blood coming out of Johnny Swinger, but the rat trap still caught on his hand. The same hand used to whip. Reverse. Rat trap falls off. Swinger in. High knees. Cardona on the move now.
Jumping drop kick, perfectly pinpoint on the chin. And Cardona is on fire.
To the corner. Cardona on the move.
Jumping elbow. Now you see Cardona setting up. No! Swinger's down.
Cover. No.
It looked like Cardona was backing up to hit radio silence, and Swinger just fell flat on his face.
Yep. Cardona saw it, took advantage of the opportunity, and now Cardona in control. Can collect himself and think what he has to do in his first ever mystery crate match. A career highlight for Matt Cardona.
It's a career highlight for me calling this match. This is amazing. And you see Swinger's down a little bit.
You know, D'Lo, Swinger might be hurt, and we saw it on BTI. Susan took a hard blow to the head. The referees always take that in consideration in the safety of the wrestlers.
You see Brandon Toll was trying to make eye contact, but maybe Swinger was just baiting him in, and now it looks like they collided heads there. Both men are down.
Referee checks and he starts his 10 count. Same as it is in boxing.
If neither man can respond, this match is over. If neither man can get to their feet, this is done.
One man gets to his feet, the match resumes, continues.
Both men have to get on their, well, at least one man has to get on his feet right now. There we go.
Cardona does that, and he keeps the match going. And just as we say, he goes to a mystery crate. What?
He's keeping these. He didn't want to use the crate.
What has Swinger got here? Swinger digging deep.
There's a lot going on in there. He's digging for something.
Gosh, it's like an Amazon thing. It's a gigantic box, and it's
what? Brass knucks.
Brass knucks.
Look at the brass knucks. And Swinger's happy. Big swing.
Used to be a brass knucks title back in the day, but it won't matter. It's over.
Here is your winner, Matt Cardona.
The deal, I want to know what's in the crate. And I was like, no, I'm going to keep these. I don't want to use these and ruin these.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Swinger Cardona is taking the crate with him. He seems very pleased on whatever's inside the crate. The polar opposite of what the Swingerellas are right now.
Oh, well, Johnny Swinger and the Swingerellas are away from Swinger's Palace. Business still goes on, no matter what. And it looks like business is good for Matt Cardona.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look back at some hardcore Justice classics involving one of my favorites, the Hall of Famer, Rob Van Dam.
Sabu fired off into the corner, but quickly turns it around, reverses it on Van Dam, and then gets caught with the elbow as he charges in.
Yeah, those quick hands. Van Dam able to get that elbow in the face of Sabu. Well, watch this. Oh, God, right in the skull. What a big part of this match that Bill Alfonso is playing in this thing here for both sides. It really is.
Can't really say he's favoring one guy over the other. Ow!
Oh, my God.
Jumps into the air, springs off the ropes, snaps off the Hurricane Rana, and Van Dam goes flying into the chair.
Oh. Arabian face buster. That might be it. Wait, look at the left shot. Oh, he almost had it. Whew. Yeah, he still got it, all right. He never lost it.
Back to the camel clutch.
Perfect time. Consummate pro, a veteran. Go for that submission when you know you got the man hurt.
With the fans' response of "you still got it," you think the longer this match goes, it would be advantage Van Dam because of the schedule he's had as of late as he catches Sabu.
Could be. I mean, Sabu seems to be in tremendous ring shape, even though right there he just got his face smashed into that chair. Where Sabu's bleeding from, the back of his head or if it's an ear. The back of his head, right?
Checking on the back of his head. Looks like he's also checking to see if his nose may be broken. Sabu trying to fight it off, but to no avail. He gets crushed on the top rope by Van Dam.
Look at that right hand, how quick that was. Oh, wait. You know what? I think this is a old school move that Van Dam told me he was gonna pull out. Pulls it the Van Assassin. Yeah, I think that's what this is gonna be here.
Oh! Alfonso holding the chair. He drives it right into Sabu's face and head.
An assassin, he almost assassinated Sabu.
Sabu rolls in, tries to roll out. Van Dam cuts him off. Gonna go split leg. Moonsault on the money.
He's got him.
Pin. Just two, again, amazing series of near falls between these two competitors.
Big
in
time.
a hardcore Justice main event.
Major league toughness by Sabu, able to kick out that split leg of moonsault. That's the table that both Van Dam and Sabu tried to incorporate earlier at the same time.
This gives Sabu an opportunity to recover here, Taz.
And yeah, Van Dam doesn't see it. Oh!
Watch out!
Oh my God. Oh God. That was
Sick.
freaking nasty.
Double leg drop. Goes for the pin, but Finnegan sees that.
Yeah, referee John Finnegan making sure it's legal. It's been chairs, tables. Good job, Johnny. Little nuances of refereeing.
Double sledge, follow-up shots in the corner.
You know, that's how it was back then, you know? In the original promotion, that's how it was. There was like no rules to anything. We just kind of went crazy. Referees just counted the pinfall submission, to be frank with you.
Referees just turned them loose.
Now what? Rolling Thunder. Man, now you can see the anguish, the pain that Sabu's in. He might have cracked a rib.
And what about Van Dam's back?
Yeah, that was nasty, man. He might have caught it right in the sternum. But you're right, Van Dam's back.
Quickly rolls
for the win, go for the win.
Boy, both of these individuals just fighting through the fatigue at this point.
Yeah, you can just, it's just heavy-duty, massive physicality. Like, this is how it was night after night. I mean, this is what it was all the time. You know, it didn't matter if there was 100 people in the audience or 1,000 people in the audience. That was, you know, we talk about the work ethic, the passion, the desire. That's what it was from.
It's the words that you used right at the top of this broadcast.
Nobody was mailing it in, man.
Drop kick into the chair, pulls him back to the middle, and whoa, that one was close.
And what it was competitive in the locker room. We tried to outdo each other match after match after match. Especially myself and these two guys had a lot of competitive things going on. Shane Douglas, arguably one of the greatest ECW world champions of all time. I mean, him and I had a series of competitive things going on too, where we wanted to outdo each other. That's what made the promotion so cool. You tried to outdo each other, but yet it was a team attitude.
Sabu springs off the rope. God almighty! Twisting DDT, head first goes Van Dam right into the chair. Could this be enough?
That might be enough.
Sabu for the cover. Finnegan counts 2. Sabu, multi-time world champ in the original era, defeating Shane Douglas for the title one time, Terry Funk the other, as he goes airborne. Oh!
God. And Van Dam has just been drilled several times, somehow, some way, with a chair near his face and head.
Leg drop in the chair, arm extended and draped over the chest of Van Dam, and again 2.
And you know, look, Van Dam's got to defend his TNA World title in 4 days on Spike TV and a whole effing show against the Monster Abyss in the Stairway to Janice match. That sick weapon that Abyss has.
I mean, that's just one of the things you concentrate on a night like this, and you don't take into account the schedule that Van Dam has had. Appearing on Impact this past Thursday, like Taz says, what he's got lined up with Abyss is, that time he just got out of the way.
Well, watch Van Dam.
A 5-star off the top.
Hook in the head, got a cradle. He's got a cradle there. What a match.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, the whole effing show, Rob Van Dam!
Unbelievable series of near falls back and forth. The tide and the momentum changed repeatedly throughout this match, but the 5-star frog splash of RVD, the TNA World Heavyweight Champ, it proves the difference, Taz.
Absolutely. I mean, you want something that's physical. You want bodies getting smashed and drilled. Sabu and Van Dam brought it big time. Good God, Sabu has not missed a beat. That was awesome outing by Sabu. Rob Van Dam, TNA World Champion. He's got to deal with Abyss, man. This Thursday night on Spike TV. whole effing show.
And that's, I'm sure, a question that we're going to be asking this Thursday night, the whole effing show, the Impact version on Spike TV, when RVD faces the Monster Abyss in that Stairway to Janice matchup. We're going to be wondering how this match is going to impact his performance just days later.
Well, that remains to be seen, but right now, an excellent victory over a friend, and I guess you could say rival, the great Sabu. Well, Alfonso, he said he's going to call right down the middle. He managed both men. He's running around like a psycho. That's pretty cool to see. Still hurting. You see Sabu's still hurting.
But he insisted on making sure that he raised the hand of RVD in victory.
You know, again.
I don't know how he did it. Swinger lost, but some way he always makes money. Midnight Mare always wins.
That's a lot of money.
I hope you're seeing a cut of that Swingerella #2.
Hey, how much longer is this thing gonna last?
I don't know. We just getting started, baby.
Let's have a party. Deserves to be given the respect of its entirety, to understand the man that had bring it to life. Sami Callihan, everything he does is calculated. Everything he does is to elicit some sort of reaction.
Well, and it's calculated, and it's to elicit a reaction out of one, Trey Miguel right now, and that's where he's focused all of his attention.
Now let's get a deeper insight.
Cut the music! You know, there is a common misconception about the draw Sami Callihan. And that's that I'm a bad guy. But I am not a bad guy. I just want the best for people. Look what I've done with Trey Miguel. A few weeks ago, I beat Trey Miguel within an inch of his life, but I finally brought out the one thing he was lacking to be successful: passion. Then this past week against Triple XL, he came out, he stood beside me, and we were victorious. Because he knows, at the end of the day, I am right, that under my mentorship, I can get him to the next level, and that's why I'm out here right now, to teach Trey Miguel another lesson of passion. Passion isn't about waiting around for someone to give you an opportunity. Passion is about going out and taking what you want when you want it. I want to be on Hardcore Justice, so tonight I am gonna be on Hardcore Justice. The question is, who else wants to be? So right now I'm putting out an open challenge to anyone in the back that wants to come out here and get their ass beat by the Death Machine.
Oh. Well, this whole entire afternoon is about Tommy Dreamer having controls of management. Knowing Tommy's style, this match is endorsed.
Get somebody out here.
Okay.
Hey.
D'Lo. I like this.
Come on, kid, step up.
Accepting the challenge from Rossford, Ohio, Sam Beal.
So credit David Penzer for having a list of seriously everyone that's walked through this door at the ready. Secondly, Sam Beal has a history with Sami Callihan and with Trey Miguel. Sam Beal picking an interesting day to make a name for himself.
Yeah, this is Trey Miguel's one of Trey Miguel's top students. And we know Trey and Sam had a match a few weeks back, but now Sam's trying to step up and prove something in his own right. So let's see what the kid can do.
This isn't the first time that Sami has manipulated Sam Beal in a physical, mental way. Oh, God. I mean, he's only been at this for, I think it was less than 2 years, Sam Beal, yeah?
Yeah. I mean, I got to admire this kid for stepping up, but, like, there's a pit in my stomach right now. I got a bad feeling about this one.
So let me ask you, do you agree with Sami's quote-unquote definition of passion?
I agree with his definition of passion in terms of it's about trying to make the best of what's going on. But there you go, kid. It's about trying to make the best of what's going on, but golly. I don't know.
Nice.
Ugly. Just wicked.
Doing nothing to suit. A lot of times when you do a move, you do things to protect yourself. Nothing to protect himself, Sami Callihan.
That was not protect anybody, anything. That was just to inflict damage. And right now, Sami is just all over Sam Beal. This is.
So let me ask you. So Sami's focus on Trey Miguel, on Trey Miguel's passion.
Look at he's got his fingers. You're not supposed to. Oh, you're not supposed to manipulate a joint like that.
So it's not. Let's say the rule book here in Hardcore Justice, but it's not allowed. So you can't do it. Yeah.
You know, I admire Sam Beal. I admire him, but at some point, referee Brian Hebner needs to observe Sam Beal to see if he can continue this match, because this is Sam Beal's outclassed right now.
Gosh, you can't help but go into the mind of the athlete, and you wonder what was done to them at what point in their career, or even if they were a child, if you really want to get be Freudian about it, to make them the way they are.
Sami Callihan has been he's just been this way since birth. He's just off. And now he's looking to add some more punishment to Sam Beal here. Oh, man.
High on the throat, man. The rest of the match for Sam Beal, it's going to burn when he breathes, when he inhales and exhales.
That was right on the Adam's apple. Like, that is just painful.
Look at Sam, though.
And Sam's firing back. He's firing back. There's not much on these shots, though. Floater on the floor!
Ooh, he did not get him all the way over.
Oh my goodness.
The count begins.
At some point, you just lay there, Sam.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For Sam Beal to be a part of Hardcore Justice. But the deeper story is Sami Callihan's approach to Trey Miguel, playing the games, distracting Trey Miguel from what Trey Miguel can truly be, because a lot of experts say that Trey Miguel is ushering in the new age of wrestling as Sam Beal, who may be part of that age, gets in, and Sami realizes it as well. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's sarcastic good for you, kid. That's I can beat you up more good for you, kid.
You know, there's an interesting thing about guys like Sami Callihan, like Eric Young. For all of their inside cradle, small package, can he lock him up? No! Sami Callihan rushed in, schoolboy, 2-0. Oh, kicks off. Got him. I thought maybe Beal could catch him.
No, that's where Sami put him right back down in his tracks. And now look at the eyes of Sami Callihan. He's not playing anymore. Look at the eyes. Uh-oh. Package pile driver. Oh.
Your winner, Sami Callihan.
So Sami Callihan said he wanted to be a part of Hardcore Justice. He got his wish. Sami Callihan said he wants to try the passion of Trey Miguel. Perhaps he is about to get his wish.
You know, maybe it is what he wishes for, but you know, the more you keep souping Trey up, the more you keep messing with his head, Trey is gonna go off, and that's gonna give you a lot more than you ever bargained for.
Tick, 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 tick. A lot is about to go off here in Impact Wrestling. Tensions are running high here, and it leads us into some very dark places and forces us to do some very strange things.
You know, what is my talent without opportunity? And that's just what I came here for at Impact Wrestling. Opportunity. You see, I'm the most professional wrestler, and I'm gonna rise above, like I always do.
What? Brian Myers? What the hell's he doing out here?
Brian stuck a thumb in Jake's eye.
Oh.
Oh, hey, did the corner of the step go in his eye?
Oh my God, we need to get medical attention out here.
So what we did out there?
Yeah, pretty awesome. I think I'm the new innovator of violence around here, huh?
No, you're not. I know you've heard the big news, Hardcore Justice. I'm the executive in charge of wrestling, and I'm gonna book you versus Jake something in the first ever Blind Games match.
What is a Blind Games match?
It's a hardcore match with both wrestlers being blind. It's a blindfold match with hardcore weapons.
You know why that's never been done, Tommy? Because it's stupid. It's a horrible idea. Who booked this crap?
The executive in charge of wrestling, EC Doug. You're stupid. Blind Games in your house.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, look up the last time a man named Jake was in a blindfold match. Now think about it. Even Brian Myers has to appreciate the irony of that. Even you, D'Lo Brown, have to appreciate the irony of what we're about to see.
Yeah, I've been in a match like this before, and it takes away everything you have, and it's just darkness.
See? Hardcore. Weapons all around the ring. The only problem is you can't see them.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a hardcore blindfold match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Queens, New York, the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers.
Now, D'Lo, I've heard it said and read it written that when one sense or sensory perception is compromised, the others increase, so to speak. Brian Myers has been walking around a one-eyed man for quite some time. Does he have any advantage in this kind of match?
I don't think he's got any advantage because when you put that mask on, everything is pitch black. All you have is rely on your hearing, your feeling, your sense of touch. I believe sight is one of the most important senses, and without it, you're at a distinct disadvantage. Everyone is.
His opponent, Jake Something.
On the heels of what you just said, over the right eye of Jake Something, he wears the wounds of war after Brian Myers threw Jake Something's head into the corner of the steel steps. It brings us to where we are now. We're going to talk about this. It also informs where we're going, D'Lo.
Look at Jake looking down at that trash can. Yeah, and you can see on his eye, that wasn't just Brian Myers throwing his head to the steps. He viciously aimed it up, lined it up, and then slung it his head right into the corner of those steel ring steps.
Father always told me, turn your back on a man you're not afraid of. Jake Something turned his back on Brian Myers and then checked over his shoulder. There's going to be a very interesting insight into the growth of Jake Something.
You know, Striker, these matches aren't fun at all. Like I said, from experience, I've been in this, and it's one of the weirdest things I've ever done, one of the weirdest matches I've ever been a part of.
All right, so we're going to lean on you heavily here with the rules and everything you'll see. So both wrestlers will be blindfolded. And from there, everything is legal around the ring. Pinfalls and submissions the way to win, right, D? Anything that the lay person may be missing?
anything can go. The only way to lose this match other than a pinfall or a submission is to remove your blindfold and have the referee see you do that. That's an automatic disqualification.
There you go.
And there you see Daniel Spencer locking it in, and right now, they're silencing the arena, so you have no clue where your opponent is right now.
That's right, the silent arena blindfold hardcore match. The first time ever, if you think about it, right?
Yes, because typically you would use the crowd as an interaction. You'd point in a direction and you would get a yay or a boo, and then, oh, no, you back up next to each other. Oh, double swings, misses. Typically, the crowd would kind of, hone you in on where your opponent is. Oh, smart there from Jake something. He tapped his boot there.
That you've created here. I'm trying to use other senses to enjoy it and analyze the match. It's hard.
Oh, no, okay. See, right?
We could feel the shirt, right?
He could feel, no, but he could hear Daniel Spencer. It's not me, but that allowed Jake something to come right over and hone in on him.
Wow.
Now
like
Brian, now Brian using that sonar. Now Brian falls out of the ring. We're back at square one again.
It's funny, we joke around about it, but in the ring, the vibrations, I mean, something is heavier than Myers. Go! Whomever was behind Myers was getting hit.
That could have been anybody. They were getting KO'd right there. And oh, look at that.
Look at that. That's smart.
Yeah. Oh. Those are vicious. And Brian Myers smartly keeping close contact here.
Yes.
Look at that. See, keep your hands on.
D'Lo, after having experience, would you ever want to do one of these again?
No. I did my one shot at this. I would not want to go there again. I don't want to deprive myself of one of my senses and be in a dangerous place like a wrestling ring. But look, see, Brian Myers is feeling around with his left hand, but if you look, he's maintained wrist control with his right. That is smart.
Here we go.
Cover.
No.
And Brian he seems very adept in these kind of matches.
Well, having, like you said, the close quarters fighting, it's advantageous, I think, to both, because I would imagine if I have you, you have me. It's what I always learn in catch wrestling.
Yeah, no, but yes, definitely. If you got a hand on me, I got a hand on you, and that's a distinct advantage and disadvantage here.
Didn't learn that there.
Oh,
wow! But he can't
look at the cover. Look at the cover.
It's somewhat comical, but at the same time, you can understand it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know if your opponent's on your stomach or his back, so Brian Myers is just going for the cover. He even hooked the leg. See, look at that, Brian finding a place so he can hook the head. Grabbing the tights there.
No, I mean, listen, the weight difference doesn't change just because you can't see.
No, not at all.
No, roll through. Momentum doesn't change as well. Physics, the immutable laws.
Look at this! Oh!
No.
That was very smart by Jakes up there. He maintained control, stepped up into a sit-out powerbomb. Awesome display of power.
D'Lo, everyone watching can relate to like waking up in a pitch black room and for at least a few seconds being disoriented.
Oh, look at something. Maintaining wrist control. Maintaining wrist control here.
It's a great exercise for wrestlers that can see, you know? I mean, honestly, fundamentally, you're sound. You have to go back to your basics.
Yeah, that's all you have right now. Look at this, a third big clothesline by something, and he's not done yet.
It's interesting. It's the entire world we're blind, huh? Big clothesline, Myers is down, and Jake something doesn't want to risk it. It looks like he's going to go for one more to finish it off. To the referee, and Brian had to know what he was doing there. Come on.
Well, he's got his mask up! Son of a... Ooh! Look at this cheating son of a gun lift his mask up.
Brian Myers continues to be the least professional wrestler here. D'Lo.
Here's Matt Cordona's coming down. He's carrying that crate from earlier.
Yeah, Matt Cardona and Brian Myers have been made official for Rebellion on April the 25th, and now Matt Cardona is smiling. Oh, that's smart.
That's smart there. Ooh. Cordona slides
the mystery crate.
Oh! There's action figures in it.
Oh, gosh. Ow, right on to some of them. Oh.
The irony of that.
Here's your winner, Jake Something.
That's like stepping on Legos in the middle of the night. Or at any time of the day, really. That's at 3-something or 4 in the afternoon.
Matt Cardona came down and allowed Brian Myers to get beat with action figures. How awesome is that?
For Jake Something, it is another path in his quest for greatness. For Brian Myers is another step in his personal journey with his friend Matt Cardona.
Man, what a match. I mean, look right here. You can see Cardona slides that crate in, and Jake Something nails him and knocks full action figures right into the black hole slam to the 1, 2, 3. Look, I'm wondering how the discussion on the podcast is going to be this week.
Fair enough, ladies and gentlemen. As the evening continues to grow, it becomes more and more dangerous, more and more hardcore, more and more violent by design, dare I say, and going into hardcore war. These men have a tall task ahead of them.
Violent by design. These are my friends. Yeah. These are my real friends. These are men that I know have my back. These are guys I would live and die with. Always. I'm going to war with them. Hardcore Justice. My dream team. Team Dreamer. Rich, what's rolling through your head right now?
What you got, Rich? What you got? You wanna know what's rolling through my head? You wanna know what's rolling through my head? Rebellion. That's supposed to be the biggest match of my life in the upcoming 2 weeks. But you know what? Let me tell you something. When my man Tommy D told me, Rich, we need friends. I need a friend. I need somebody to watch my back. I know that you are one of the people ready to go hard in the paint. Always. You are one of the people that are always willing to give that agility, ability, and aggressiveness. And X2, my man, Chocolate Thunder, Willie Mack, and next to Die Hard, Eddie Edwards. We will go into that damn ring and show you violence. You think this man's a sickness? You think he's the sickness of Impact? No, y'all the sickness because y'all are crazy. But you think your violence by your design is something that's gonna keep us down? Hell no! Because we got the heart, fire, and determination to stop any mother sucker that wanna step to us. So bring it.
I don't want to be you. You are fired up and pissed.
Woo! I'm ready. I am ready.
All right, now it's time for the Knockouts Weapons match, where the winner will become the #1 contender to the Knockouts Championship, D'Lo.
You know, matches like this, I lean heavy towards people like Rosemary or Havoc because they're used to using weapons, but I also give an edge to a person like Jordan with her tremendous strength.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hardcore Justice continues with this #1 contenders Knockouts Weapons match, scheduled for one fall. Introducing the participants first, representing Decay from the Valley of the Shadows, Rosemary.
Well, to your point, Rosemary may have a distinct advantage for her passion for using accessories, but also Rosemary was victorious in a 3-on-3 match featuring these women as well, or at least most of them. I definitely agree with you. Rosemary is going to be the favorite here.
Yeah, I feel that she's the most built for this type of match, and she has no fear, almost doesn't feel pain, and doesn't matter and doesn't mind hitting you upside the head with any kind of weapon.
Rosemary in her pursuit of the Knockouts title, Decay in their pursuit of just overall domination and deterioration of Impact Wrestling.
Just look at her.
And still, it's all about me.
Accompanied to the ring by Caleb with a K from Melbourne, Australia, Tennille Dashwood.
You gotta look at some of the weapons around the ring. It's funny because you said look at me or something to that effect, and then immediately Tennille's music. For someone like Tennille who wants all the eyes on her, you know, she's very prim and proper. How does a weapons match fit into this?
Yeah, Striker, I gotta say, Tennille to me is at a disadvantage in this match. In a weapons match, you get hit with things, and the last place Tennille wants to get hit is in the moneymaker, in her face, the thing that generates and garnishes that much attention.
You know, I agree with you. There are some purists that say that you don't come into this sport learning how to hit people with chairs and tables, but it's a part of the sport now. You can't deny it. It's like the old baseball guys, oh, you don't throw up high or big fastball. No, it's part of the game.
It is part of the game, and heck, it's part of signing on to be part of Hardcore Justice. What would you expect?
Yeah. Exactly. Agreed wholeheartedly. And the opportunity that's ahead of these knockouts. #1 contender, the knockouts title. Jazz is putting her career on the line for that title.
From Austin, Texas, Jordan Grace.
Fittingly, Jordan Grace comes down, and D'Lo, you and I started talking about a couple of weeks ago. Just if Jordan wins this match and Jazz wins her match, they're gonna have to face each other.
I think, though, that would be a match both would revel in. They would enjoy going in there and competing. Jordan taking on her mentor, Jazz taking on her student, for lack of a better term. This would be a heck of a match. I think it's something they both be looking forward to, but first things first, let's get through this.
From Boston, Massachusetts, Alicia.
So now talk to me about this, because a lot of people are chattering that Lish may be crazy enough to win this thing.
Crazy like a fox. Don't be fooled by Alicia and the bubbly little character she has or mispronouncing words. This girl can fight, she can wrestle, she can punch you in the face.
It's great. If you're one of the people that Lish gets along with and she likes, it's awesome. If she doesn't like you or you do something to her, watch out.
From Defiance, Havoc.
Perhaps the odds-on favorite to win this thing right in her wheelhouse. Havoc, but emotionally, Havoc has to be thinking of Nevaeh, the fractured friendship.
Yeah, I think Havoc right now is of two minds. Yes, she is worried about this match. Yes, she wants to become the #1 contender for the knockout title, but you also have to keep in the back of your mind that lost friendship you just mentioned. That lost friendship, a friend turning on you. That is playing heavily upon Havoc's mind right now.
We wait for the field to fill out.
Trust me, I am Susan.
Wouldn't be justice without this knockout.
And the final participant is Susan.
We saw Susan knocked out in the match on BTI. Now ready to compete. Deonna Purrazzo is Susan's.
What the? What?
How is this possible?
What is going? Oh my, Striker, that's Su Yung. What am I seeing here?
I think you're seeing personality disorders manifest into reality.
Look, is Su Yung attacking Susan? Striker, what in the hell is going on?
I don't know, I was just here waiting for a Knockouts Weapons #1 Contenders match. But it's Su Yung stumbling the undead bride, making her way, sensing the ring. If Su Yung is a part of this match, all bets are off.
Yeah, all my previous favorites are out the window if Su Yung is part of this.
I referenced the personality disorders, D'Lo. I mean, what do you think?
Maybe it's a case of Su realizing that Su Yung was a personality that needed to be in this weapons match because that is the most fearsome of her personality. I sound like Freud now.
As we witness the return of Su Yung to Impact Wrestling. The entire landscape of the Knockouts division now changes. Su Yung returns, but does she recognize the faces, the places, the sights, the sounds, the smells? That remains to be seen.
I know one thing she recognizes, the ring.
I believe that Rosemary and Su Yung, they recognize the soul in one another.
Look at all the knockouts just staring at Su Yung.
What is that? What is Namaste? My soul recognizes your soul. It's very interesting to feel the energy here.
And
see, Tenille don't want a part of it.
Tenille's like, I'm out, deuces. Uh-oh.
Watch out. Pinfall submission.
No pinfall there. Lish can't even pull Jordan Grace back.
Weapons are legal. No need to tag in and out. Tornado style rules.
I will say one thing. Jordan hit you with her hand is like getting hit with a weapon, so she doesn't need to pick anything up.
What is going on here? D'Lo.
Oh, it was a temporary, somewhat of an alliance, and Su Yung said, no, I won't be dealing with that.
Like recognizes like, real recognizes real, but right now it's really all about becoming #1 contender to the Knockouts title. Quick partnership dissolves. Why not?
Why not? And right now, Havoc and Rosemary just throwing haymakers at each other. Double clothesline. Both women are down.
The secret reprieve on the floor. Jordan from behind on Lish.
And
oh gosh.
Did you see the whiplash on Lish's neck and head? Look at that.
Jordan's power. Clearly the story here is Tenille interjects herself now.
Oh, and Tenille tried to grab him, and that's the wrong place you want to be.
Yeah, especially when it raises the ire of Jordan Grace.
I will knock you out with this frying pan.
No, wait. Caleb with a cable trying to swing that pan there and almost hit Tenille. Oh!
See the horror on Tenille's face?
But quick thinking with the drop toe hold there. That's going to leave Jordan down for a bit, I bet.
As you say, down, rises out from our picture is Su Yung. And towards Tenille.
Look at Tenille just walking away. I'd rather get back in the ring.
Yeah, what does that say?
And Tenille never wants to get in the ring.
Now I think everyone realizes that Tenille is going to be forced to fight.
Staple gun! Staple gun! The shock and horror.
They smell blood. They smell fear. It's like a horror movie.
Caleb was sacrificing himself.
That's admirable. I like it. See how it plays out.
Ow!
Everybody gets some.
Oh, Caleb, get out of there.
Lish in on Tenille. Tenille in. Spine buster by Jordan. Float over. 2. No, they break it up. Look at Lish go!
Oh, tornado DDT!
Tornado DDT!
Awesome! And Caleb gets knocked out of the ring for his concerns.
Oh! Nice! Welcome home, Su Yung!
And Havoc just punched that pie sheet out of Alicia's hands.
Havoc on the move. Nowhere to go for Lish. Down. Havoc off the rope. Big leg drop cover. 2. Jordan stops that.
And Jordan's having none of that. And now Jordan and Havoc are eye to eye.
Nice. Jordan was able to stop the Goozle hand around the throat. By the back of the head, she sends Havoc hard onto the floor. Jordan Grace stands alone, and just as we see Alicia rolling in, and she has some accessories, if you will.
Look, smartly, Jordan moved that trash can away from Alicia, because Alicia's trying to bring it in and use it as a weapon.
Up the clothesline here, Jordan Grace hard slam on the petite frame of Alicia. Feeds back up and catches another one here. And Alicia always wants to get to her feet, but she runs right into Jordan.
And now Jordan has that trash can, and what is she gonna do with it? Oh no, oh no.
Setting up for a Grace driver through the can.
Yeah, good thing Alicia fought that, because Jordan was about to drop her.
She tried to go for that DDT again and got caught.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. Cover 2. And Su Yung.
Man.
It's amazing that Su Yung is salvation for anyone.
Oh, palm strike there. And now the dangerous Su Yung is going for a chair. She's wedging in a corner. This is, a running palm strike. Su Yung is dangerous.
Hey, you mentioned it, how Su Yung may be the best suited knockout for this type of match, and if Su Yung wins, nicely done.
Oh,
so
what
creative.
Innovative offense. Take a look there. You can see Susan getting help to the back by our attendants.
Rosemary has Su Yung. All of the animosity, all of the rage between these two knockouts.
And up comes look at that!
Gosh! Literally why it is called the clothesline.
And a spear! Man, these women are going all out in this match. And Jordan is firing up right now, but no.
Talked about Rosemary's victory in the 3-on-3 match. Her and Jordan were on the same team, actually.
And we've seen Rose.
That seems like it was so long
We've
ago.
seen Rosemary do this before.
Yep.
Cameraman, back up, back up, back up.
Seriously. Maybe they should be on the other side of the guardrail for this one, too. What does Rosemary have in mind here?
What is, I'm not even gonna speculate. I'm not even gonna speculate, because I already know what's in there.
Holly Golightly, what is going on? What could possibly be in there?
I'll give you 10,000 clues and they all hurt.
Seen so many things in my time, and yeah, that's what I was thinking. Thumbtacks, the extra long ones,
yeah,
though.
No, I'll stay away.
This is, folks, D'Lo, you can concur here. There'll be thumbtacks in everyone's boots, in their skin. You're picking them out in the shower days later.
No, these things will be around forever. No, oh my goodness, no.
Does Rosemary have in mind here?
Oh, it looks like,
Lish had to sacrifice herself in order to inflict damage upon Rosemary. Was it worth it? We'll find out. Can Lish get back in the ring or inflict as much damage as possible to become the #1 contender to the Knockouts title?
Look what Lish has got!
Eddie Edwards, her husband, has Kenny. What do we name this?
Look there. Alicia's got Kendra. That must be Kenny's wife. And you can see the thumbtacks literally in Rosemary's body. Oh, mandible claw. Mandible claw.
Yes.
Oh. And Sue is just taking Alicia out of here.
Back to the action in the ring. Now again, the field changes. The odds change here. D'Lo, who has the advantage here?
Neither, because both are just as strong, both are just as quick, and both are just as vicious.
What about Havoc's height? I guess to your point, you're right, because when you're covering someone, I mean, we're all the same height on the mat.
And now, what is Havoc going up for?
Hey! Hello, old friend!
Nevaeh just threw powder in Havoc's face!
Well, if there was any question on the relationship between the two, it's been cemented by Nevaeh's actions here. Havoc seems set up to win this thing, and Jordan Grace is going to take advantage.
And Jordan is fired up. Here comes the Vader bomb.
Cover, deep, two. Caleb protecting it for Tennille. There she is. She gets it.
Here's your winner and new #1 contender for the Knockouts Championship, Tennille Dashwood.
Oh my gosh, she Jimmy Hart's the thing, disappears, Caleb comes back at it the right time. Tennille Dashwood, the long shot, is now the #1 contender to the Knockouts title.
At no way did I see Tennille going through this gauntlet of mayhem and be coming out the other side as the #1 contender, but look what we have standing right in front of us. The new #1 contender to the Knockouts title. Striker, what is going on in the world?
That's a much bigger question, my friend. What's going on right now is we're going to take a look back here. Havoc seemed poised right there, but Nevaeh said no, D.
Yeah, Nevaeh come with that old school trick of powder in the eye. And look at that super kick from Caleb. Disgusting. But there's the 1, 2, 3.
It seemed that Nevaeh was hell-bent on taking something from Havoc, and as a result, handed something to Tennille Dashwood.
He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. He's gonna puke. Here it goes. So close. We should have bet on that. Probably would have lost that one too.
Hey! I demand to know, when are we having this match?
Match. Wait, hold on. It's time.
It's time.
Yeah, man.
Time.
Hey, sweet. What you got? Hey, man, you got any like them ping pong ball thing? You got some of those?
The Swingerella's got ping pong balls for days, Daddy.
Those are glorious.
Those are nice. I only need one, though. I don't need one. I don't need this. I don't need one.
That's a good one. That's a good ball.
No, it's not good.
That's a good ball.
No, it's not good.
That's a good ball.
Yeah, it is a good ball. It got good shape to it. Hey, man, you're on my course. All right, this is what we're going to do here. It's called beer pong. Come on over here, fellas. It's easy. Here, let me borrow this cup. You just take this ball and you gotta put it in that cup. You just gotta throw it.
That's it?
That's all you gotta do. Why don't you go first there, fella?
Oh, easy. Watch this, cowboy.
All right.
Shooter can't swing, Daddy.
Come on. That's my turn.
That's my turn.
All right. Come on, Savings. Come on. All right. You got it.
You ready for this?
Come
on, Savings.
No! You gotta put it in the cup, not hit the cup.
What a loser. Though, wasn't it?
Terrible. That wasn't good.
No cigar, Daddy. Dino, hand me another cup.
All right, move! Move! I'm gonna show you how to do it.
He's an animal.
Show us. I'm gonna show you how.
Yeah, show us.
He can. He's eating two cups. You can do it. Come on, there.
Let's go.
Nice fastball, knuckleball Schwartz.
All right, get out of the way, Larry. You.
Oh, yeah?
That was a work.
Let's see it, cowboy. Let's see it, cowboy.
What'd you say? Hey, how about we do double or nothing? I bet I hit it.
I bet you don't.
You bet. All right. Well, watch. Watch closely. Watch closely. Keep watching. Ah! Oh!
Swinging round 2. Move. We're great. This is the greatest.
Watch the painting, Daddy!
I love this place.
I gotta win. I tried it. It's gonna go.
Here we go. You ready? You ready?
I did this in college.
Winner! Woo! Beer guts!
Dino, you paid the insurance premium, right, Daddy?
On an illegal casino?
Bad rip.
Without women like Jazz, there would be no knockouts division. There would be no knockouts championship. There would be no virtuosa. We are in the age of the virtuosa. And brick by brick, I am building a new foundation for this new generation.
I had an opportunity to face Deonna.
You know what I want to talk about? What I did to Jazz last week.
And the only reason I didn't win was because of interference.
She just used a shoe!
And the interference, that's what caused me to snap. I wanted another shot at Deonna. I wanted so bad, I even put my career on the line. Me and Deonna, she's putting her title on the line.
Getting ready for, quite honestly, what might be the match of my career.
And I'm putting my career on the line. I will become the Knockouts champion.
To give back the only way that the virtuoso knows how, and that is to retire Jazz.
And now for the moment of truth. Sports fans, nothing means more to an athlete than the legacy they leave behind. Tonight, Jazz puts up her legacy, puts up her career against Deonna Purrazzo, the Knockouts champion. The title on the line. It doesn't get any bigger than this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, personally, I've been looking forward to this one. At the same time, I haven't been. You know what I mean?
The next match at Hardcore Justice is for the Knockouts Championship versus the Challenger's career. It will be fought under old school rules and scheduled for one fall. Introducing first the Challenger from New Orleans, Louisiana, Jazz.
Please allow me to clarify. Jazz coming back to Impact was part of the reason that I agreed to come back to Impact. It's one of the things where you want to enjoy the people with whom you work. You want to watch the greats. For Jazz's career to be hanging in the balance, a part of wrestling, a part of Impact, will go away.
You know, Striker, I can agree with you, but I want to go back to the words Dave Penzer just uttered. It's the championship versus the career of Jazz, and the enormity of the moment set in on me when I heard that. And I think to myself, this could be the last match I ever get to see of Jazz, or it could be the first match in the reign of Jazz. I'm on the fence right now.
It's a good point. It really is. If Jazz is going to do it, she's got to do it against the best.
Her opponent from Hackettstown, New Jersey. She is the defending Knockouts champion. She is the virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo.
Now, for much of recent memory, Deonna Purrazzo has always come to the ring flanked by her associates. They've protected her and thus protected the Knockouts title. Tonight, as you can see, Deonna Purrazzo is out here alone with only herself to protect that prestigious title.
Now, if it were anybody else, I would say this champion is vulnerable. But we know Deonna Purrazzo has the ability to go out there and wrestle and out-wrestle most people in the world. So tonight, can she stand on her own 2 feet and take away the career of Jazz?
That career of Jazz, multiple-time world champion, over multiple promotions, multiple styles, once held the National Wrestling Alliance Women's title for over 3 years. Jazz knows what it takes to be a champion, D'Lo.
No, she does know what it takes, and that's what it's right there. It's all about, I would just say it's all about that, but you can put a box right next to it and put the career of Jazz, because both are on the line right now.
Jazz must be thinking back to her early days when she put university on hold. She left college to quench her thirst for professional wrestling, and all those decisions she made all those years ago, here they are, right in front of her.
And here we go. This is a big match right here, a big match feel. And I don't expect either women to go out too fast. I expect this to be a game of chess and just feeling each other out.
I can remember Jazz, when she arrived in ECW, she let the world hear her song. You know, she was in there with names like Lance Storm and Just Incredible. She even beat Jason Knight. I mean, to me, that was a big money moment in wrestling.
Jazz has been big money moments. It could be flash knockout.
Here it is, here it is.
Oh. We've seen Jazz matches. We've seen Jazz use that spinning kick before, and it's knocked people flat. Oh.
Right away, Deonna's going to try to grab that arm bar, the Fujiwara arm bar. She's used it well. If Jazz can defend against it, it would really, really increase Jazz's opportunity, the chances of becoming Knockouts champion.
Here's the one thing with Deonna. It's almost easy to scout against her because you know what she's going to go for. The problem is Deonna's so damn good, you know what's coming and you still can't stop it.
Jazz has influenced the generation. Her matches with Trish Stratus are cited as again, inspiring an entire generation. Deonna Purrazzo knows that. It's not lost on the champ.
No, I mean, Deonna knows Jazz's history. Hell, part of Jazz's history is probably what inspired Deonna to get in the ring in the first place. So it's not lost on her at all. And look at this. Smartly, Deonna's taking a break. Now, you know, the wrestler in me is going, okay, is this just taking a break for a win, or am I playing a little game here?
See, it forced Jazz to come to the ropes to the perimeter of the ring, and to your point, Deonna Purrazzo takes advantage.
Right to the arm again. Oh! What a wicked slingshot on the bottom rope there.
You know, we talk about Jazz, her career, but at this point in her career, her hands weren't even up. Like, Jazz wasn't even defending herself there. So when does it start to become more about the person that she is, the wife and the mother that she is, and less about the wrestler for us?
Well, I don't think Jazz had any inkling of what was going to happen. I had no clue until it happened. So, I mean, I could only imagine being in there. And right back to the arm.
We're using the hashtag Hardcore Justice. I also see the hashtag Thank You Jazz popping up. I think that's nice as well to see.
I think that's class by our Impact audience out there. Oh.
Cover here. You know, look, I don't want to put out the vibe that this is over by any means, but right now Deonna Purrazzo working on the left arm, and just knowing that her efficiency, the way she puts on the arm bar, she is the virtuosa, D'Lo. It doesn't look good.
It may not look good, but I will tell you this. Jazz has been in situations like this before, and Jazz has fought from underneath, and she's fought to victory. And what's to say this is not going to be any different than any other time that Jazz has done this.
Trained by the legendary Junkyard Dog and Rod Price, Jazz firing hard shots now, backing off the champion, goes for the whip, but the arm may still be too weak. Deonna reverses, but Jazz has some fight left.
Yeah, that back up. Oh! Jazz was on
float over, cover, two. No, you see Jazz's left hand? You saw her left hand, it's pressed on her opponent.
Yes.
She's still there. She still has leverage. She's feeling it.
You know, Jazz is completely in this fight, and she's right now, Jazz is calculating on when and where and how I can turn this around. But Deonna staying on that arm. Everything she does is with a purpose.
You know, and the thing about Deonna is, like, don't let it fool you. She loves and respects the sport, the art of wrestling, yet she's incredibly disrespectful and entitled.
She's disrespectful and entitled, but I think she also would pay homage. I think she would put it in her trophy case if she was the woman that retired Jazz. It would sit right next to a copy of the Impact Knockouts Championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, she'd hold that as a badge of honor.
Right, but why wait for the potential, Hall of Fame speech to acknowledge and thank? Why not be humble throughout the process?
Hey, bro, whatever gets you to where you need to go, take it. No one,
I suppose.
No one ever told Michael Jordan to be a good guy. They just said be damn good at what you do.
Look at this.
What is she doing?
Tying Jazz up. Jazz won't be able to defend herself.
If she hooks that toe, Jazz is locked in. Jazz is locked in.
Yeah, but Jazz can't defend herself.
What's Deonna gonna do? Oh, a basement drop kick to the defenseless arm and face of Jazz.
So again, the way the arm and the shoulder, the way everything moves, if you cross your arms, you're exposing a different part of like your deltoid, your shoulder blade. Deonna kicked her right there, clearly setting up for the armbar.
Yeah, I mean, like I told you, Deonna's offense is easy to scout because you know what she's gonna do. She just finds incredible ways to pick your arm apart.
It really is, listen, put the personality aside, it's nice to watch. You have to appreciate how technical Deonna Purrazzo is.
Yeah, you have to appreciate how gifted she is, and you may not like the person. Oh, you gotta like what she does. Look at this.
Look at Jazz, though. Look at Jazz walking through fire. She had to pull it all to get back into the ring.
But Jazz is back in there. She may be down, but Jazz is in the ring, and she's still in this fight. And you hear that? The referee asked, and she said, "You ain't stopping crap." That's Jazz.
Clothesline, legs hooked. Again, you can spy the left hand. Jazz is pushing on her opponent.
Jazz is fighting not only for the Knockouts Championship, but I reiterate, she's fighting for her career. She does not want it to come to an end this afternoon.
D'Lo, let me ask you, man. Everyone has an off day, a bad day, but to put your career on the line, it says a lot about where you are in your career as a person. It also says a lot about what you think of, in this case, the Knockouts title.
It says everything about the Knockouts title. There's no way you put your career on the line unless A, you feel confident, and B, you want what someone else has.
Honestly, I think the way everything's going, Rebellion just looming everyone, all the eyes of the world to be fixed. To have Jazz representing the Knockouts division as champion, that's nice.
With the eyes of the world on us, that'd be a great thing to have. But first of all, we got to get through tonight. And Deonna's got some things to say about that.
Either way, it'll be Tennille Dashwood facing one of these two knockouts at some point as soon as Impact Management can hammer out all the contract details.
Did you see the smart move by Jazz? Deonna was charging, and Jazz just low-bridged her, pulled the rope down, and Deonna went right out to the floor.
So now that it's out of the floor and it's old school rules, now you begin to think that Jazz is going to have an advantage, D?
Oh, this favors Jazz completely. This is where Jazz wants to be. Deonna's great in between the ropes, and don't get me wrong, she's great outside the ropes, but Jazz is amazing on the floor.
That's where this match is taking place, all legal. You saw the Knockouts title quickly in the shot, and just like that, it can quickly come off of your waist. And Jazz is going to see to it with a chair, perhaps, that she can get that done.
And this, like I said, is where Jazz wants to be. This is where the odds even. This is the moment we've been waiting for.
As Jazz looks to assemble a path to victory, her experience in ECW, her friendship with Tommy Dreamer, all of it coming forward to this moment right now.
And look, Jazz continues to search and find just weapons. And every object Jazz throws in the ring leans this match heavily in the favor of Jazz.
Oh, remnants of all the things we've seen here tonight. Or this afternoon. It's been a great time. We thank you so much for joining us here. Ooh, Deonna smart to stop Jazz with the chair.
Oh, Jazz with those jabs. We've seen him. Here comes the big haymaker.
And down goes Deonna Purrazzo. Hands her down. She runs into a clothesline. Jazz now feeling it back. Elbow fells the champion. Kick to the gut. What does Jazz have in mind here? X marks the spot.
Come on, cover. Does Jazz have
it? Throws her over. 2. Oh, turned the head to the side, but didn't hook the leg.
You can see Jazz was still hurting there because she didn't get quickly on that cover. And just that 1/10 of a second or two probably cost a 3 count.
Late in the match, we're taught to turn the head to the side in lieu of hooking the leg, and of course, Jazz is taking quite a bit of damage and continues to do so. Side Russian leg sweep, Deonna Purrazzo with a stall and a teeth, and she has it, but she does not have the Fujiwara on completely. There's still a bend in Jazz's arm, and Jazz is able to escape, needs to get to the ropes, and she does.
But you see how Deonna maintained wrist control through all that, and won't let it go.
She has still a 5 count, smart.
She used 4 9/10.
You know, Deonna is a patient wrestler, a consummate chess player, and we've talked about this a lot of times. You bait or try to trip your opponent into making a move. That's what you run into when you wrestle Deonna Purrazzo.
And Deonna, out of all the weapons that are in the ring, Deonna goes after the Knockouts Championship belt.
There's a great point. Out of her hand, and now Jazz back up to defending herself, back up to defending her career, her legacy in this great sport. Knockouts title on the line. Samoan drop, and Deonna rolls her shoulders off the mat.
And now Jazz goes for a chair, and here's where business is about to take off.
That does feel good, doesn't it? A chair in the hands of Jazz.
Look at that.
Arm to the back.
Lining up the DDT on a chair.
Nice, perhaps a tip of the cap to Tommy Dreamer. Jazz said that she respects everything Dreamer has done for her in her career. Is this the ultimate thank you? No!
So close, so close. Jazz can't even believe it. Jazz thought it was over right there. Look at the reaction on her face. Give big props to Deonna for kicking out of that DDT right on the chair.
Here we go. What does Jazz have left?
Looks she's going for a double underhook of some kind. Deonna's fighting it with everything she has. And Jazz has got the, if she gets her hands hooked.
What's Jazz going for here?
I don't know. Oh, see, but you see, Deonna lowered her base.
Oh, nice.
Nice pump kick.
Jazz may be out on her feet. Jelly-legged. Oh, gosh. Rolling exploder. Deonna Purrazzo, the Knockouts champion, on her feet. Jazz, the challenger, with her career on the line, flat on her back.
And Deonna seems to be going to a different place right now.
You heard that Deonna said, I'm ending you.
Oh my.
Deonna sees an opportunity here. Deonna sees an opportunity here. The Queen's Gambit. Is that enough? Referee in position. Checkmate.
Here is your winner and still Knockouts champion, Deonna Purrazzo.
Well, it was a splendid wrestling performance by the Knockouts champion. I have to turn my attention to the nearly 3-decade career of Jazz that has just slipped away before our eyes.
You know, they say that all great warriors must fall one day. I didn't want to see this, I did not want to witness this, but I gotta tip my hat to Jazz for an extraordinary career. You see right here, this Queen's Gambit pile driver just ended 3 decades of Jazz history.
We will remember this moment for all of our days. We promise you that, Jazz, and we hope that your sweet song blows through those Louisiana winds. Mama's coming home, but just know that your babies will always be here to love you and miss you and to say hashtag thank you, Jazz. Here you go. Jordan as his tag team partner, friend.
Jordan's coming up to say thank you. Are you okay? First thing he said is, I'm sorry. Did you see that?
What an amazing career. What an amazing human being.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything that you have given to this sport. Do you know how many little girls turned on the TV one day and saw you and said, I want to do that? Mommy, Daddy, I want to be like her. How many little boys watched and said, I want to do that. I want to be like that. Mommy, Daddy, I want to do that. On behalf of everyone that loves professional wrestling, Jazz, thank you and your family, your husband, your children, for everything you've given us. D'Lo, the floor is yours.
Jazz, thank you. You're an inspiration. You're a role model. And you're one friend that I will cherish for the rest of my life. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing night it has been. I don't think Jazz would want it any other way. We segue to our main event. Hardcore War. Here are the rules. 2 wrestlers will start alone for 5 minutes. Every 2 minutes, a new wrestler enters from alternating teams. The match cannot end until the final wrestler has entered. After all 8 wrestlers have entered the match is won via pinfall or submission. There are no disqualifications. And D'Lo Brown, there was a coin toss earlier. Violent by Design has won the coin toss, so they will have the advantage in this match.
You know, that's a sizable advantage, but I got it. What? Striker, I'm getting word of it. Something's going on in the back. Can we get a camera back there?
Hey, what the hell happened? No. Ross, what the hell happened?
I don't know yet. We're looking at. I do not know yet. Tommy,
what's going on, man?
Hey,
Ross, what's up?
Tommy. Scott, I don't know yet. He cannot wrestle. He's not cleared to wrestle. Tommy, come on. He cannot wrestle tonight.
I'll be all right. What the?
Tommy, Ross, take it. Tommy, guys.
Give him some room.
Gotta get to the ring.
Come on. Yo.
Tommy,
I'm not leaving. He's my friend. Tommy.
Look, he's my friend too. Look, he's good at. Dr. Ross has got him. You got it. Tommy wants you to do your job, guys. Go to the ring and wrestle.
All right, yo, it's all good.
All right, we got him. We'll be up here. Okay. Tommy,
damn it.
my hand.
So what does this mean for the main event?
Yo, that's crazy. I don't know. Tommy's down? Who did this?
It's called Hardcore War. It's called Hardcore Justice.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Hardcore Justice main event. A Hardcore War scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Boston, Massachusetts, Eddie Edwards.
You can see a look on Eddie's face that he's as confused and frustrated as we are.
Yeah, you can tell Eddie does not want to be out here. His mind right now is on Tommy Dreamer in the back, laying down, and his thoughts have to be, who the hell beat up Tommy Dreamer? And look, right there, you can see Eddie Edwards does not have a weapon. I think he left Kenny in the back while he was attending to Tommy Dreamer.
The second participant, representing Violent by Design, Keener.
We talked about the rules. Let's not lose sight of them. Dare I say rules in a Hardcore War match. But when we look at Violent by Design and what they did to Chris Harris, they took him out, the setup. It was all about the thought process. So D'Lo, talk to me about the thought process going into this Hardcore War. Diener out first. Walk me through the strategy.
The strategy would be, let's get an advantage. Let's send someone out. Let's get our people in a position where we can succeed and get ahead of the curve. Now, right now, Diener's up Violent by Design. Does that help Violent by Design get an edge on Eddie Edwards and his team?
All right, these two will start out alone. After an interval, a new wrestler will enter from alternating teams, giving the clear advantage.
Right now, Eddie just took the advantage. He's going right out there.
See our PAs, our camera crew, everyone again taking shelter. Referee out there, protection of David Penzer. Good shot by Eddie Edwards. So D'Lo, the match can't end until everyone is out. Now, again, does that advantage lie with the Violent by Design team, especially now with the big question mark on Dreamer?
It does, because now Eddie's team is a man down with Dreamer laying in the back there. So the Violent by Design team, they have the edge because they have the numbers.
Fair enough. It's also, though, like when your big home run hitter is hurt. Yeah, everyone remembers Kirk Gibson limping around the bases. What a monumental moment it was. Or Willis Reed coming down the ramp. Tommy Dreamer has that in him.
Of course Tommy Dreamer has that in him. He loves his place in history. And if Tommy Dreamer could limp his way down here and help his team to a victory, Tommy would revel in that.
Pinfall or submission, no disqualification, hardcore war.
And look at Deaner just being aggressive, just firing those right hands off at Eddie Edwards.
You know, Deaner has often been sent out to do the yeoman's work, to fight by himself, even though he is part of the group Violent by Design, as evident by the yellow towel flying through the air off an Eddie Edwards overhead belly to belly.
Eddie Edwards that's classic Eddie Edwards right there. He loves it overhead belly to belly.
Eddie rolls out to the other side so that he can stalk.
Now my question,
crafty move. Go ahead.
My question is, the competitors in the ring, when do they start looking at the clock, trying to anticipate when the next competitor is coming to the ring?
That says a lot. I think also as fans too. I mean, I don't know about you. I get caught up just straight up in the wrestling. I'm not sitting here with a stopwatch, so I would imagine that when it happens, it happens. But once it happens, the advantage lies.
And look at Deaner just going. Eddie tried for that chair, but no. Deaner just wants to get on fire with the full body slam here.
Smart by Deaner, body slam now going for the chair. Remember, no disqualification, so this definitely benefits Violent by Design. If the name did not imply it already, perhaps Deaner will cement that in.
What's Deaner looking at to do with this chair here? He's jumping off. Oh, Eddie caught him. Nice.
Hard knife edge chop by Eddie Edwards now. Standing switch reverse on the whip. Edwards off of the turnbuckle, using it for momentum. Great.
Big clothesline followed up by back elbow there. Eddie's on fire. Baseball slide classic Eddie Edwards here.
They're showing a lot of nice weight distribution, reversing each other's whips, sliding to stop momentum, and now look at Eddie. D'Lo, we've seen this before.
And there it is, boom.
All right, now you see the clock. Lower left-hand side of your screen, as well as up on the Tron, bike down on the Impact ramp. Who's coming down? Where's the advantage gonna lie?
Oh no, who is it?
Whoa, look at that. Rhino now. And D'Lo, the way that Rhino has been aligned with Violent by Design, it makes him incredibly dangerous. Your thoughts on that?
Rhino was dangerous before. Rhino was dangerous when he was on his own. Now he's part of Violent by Design. This man is not dangerous, he's deadly.
Yep, Violent by Design seemed to take Rhino out, to injure Rhino. But in the process of the healing, there was this mental game played by Eric Young, and now Rhino runs with Violent by Design. Rhino also has the Call Your Shot trophy, and let's not forget, Rhino's longtime friend Heath, who we have not seen in quite some time. It seems like a different Rhino from then to now.
Oh, it's a completely different Rhino. I can't even get a word with him. I've tried to get in the back with him. I talk to him.
Yeah, no, he don't like it.
He just ignores me. He walks by me. He keeps his head down, just keeps walking. I'm like, Rhino, what's going on? I can get no words, nothing from him. And there's their motto, this world belongs to us.
You can see that chair. The chair was the preferred weapon of Eric Young, leading the charge, using the chair to break ankles and try to break necks.
Eddie doing his best to try to fight back, but it's 2-on-1 right now. It's just...
Oh, God! Did you hear that?
Like a shotgun going off.
You know, when you look at the rest of the roster for both these teams for Hardcore War, where does the advantage lie with what's left to come down? Because right now, Rhino and Deaner are dominant. Add in Joe Doring, add in EY. How can this other side even the score? Who needs to come out now in 6-5 seconds?
Well, once again, you need to know where's the clock coming. 4, 3, 2, 1. Who is it? Who is it? Because this... Oh, here comes Willie Mack!
And he's got Kenny. Sounds like a good country song to me. Look at that. Coming down old Junkyard Dog style. I've always likened it to the old baseball player Dimitri Young. There's something about Willie Mack with a chain around his fist. Goes right after Rhino. Here we go.
And Willie right there. Wielding that chain like he knows exactly how to use it.
All right, so now we know that it's supposed to be Rich Swann and Tommy Dreamer left. That is now in question. And on the other side, we know it's Joe Doring and Eric Young, unless there's something that we don't know. I have to believe Violent by Design has the advantage here. Straight up.
I'm with you right now. I think Violent by Design has the advantage because we don't notice that as Tommy Dreamer. And at this point, Violent by Design will have the numbers. Once again, they will have the numbers. That is going to change everything.
In every team sport, when a star is injured, they talk about who's going to step up, who's going to take the weight. Right now, perhaps Eddie Edwards is going to step up. Perhaps Eddie Edwards is going to step into the shadow left by Tommy Dreamer and take over. Perhaps the torch is being passed here in Hardcore Justice.
Maybe the torch is being passed to Kenny, the kendo stick, because that's the equalizer right now.
But it's an interesting narrative to at least put forth. Without the heart and soul, what do? Do you die? Or does something else step up? Willie Mack, Rich Swann. It's a perfect time for Rich Swann to find another level, if there is one with him. He's a unified champion, and on April 25th, he goes in against Kenny Omega. Wouldn't it be a perfect time for Rich to find his extreme side?
What's a perfect time right now is for some toast, because that's a toaster in the ring. Hold on. Here we go. The clock's at 8, 7. Let's see who's coming out next. French toast. I love French toast. Oh.
Okay. That's it. The time for all jokes are done. Joe Doring marches to the ring. Hardcore war. Walking through fire. Ooh! Willie may have the big man rock. Doring's hands are down. He's not defending himself. If Eddie and Willie can neutralize Joe Doring, I was going to say everything.
Goodness. The mood just changed. Joe Doring is insane. The mood just changed.
It's almost as if Joe Doring himself is hardcore war. Diener now starting to get accessories and weapons. Joe Doring with a weapon in his hand? That's assault.
Joe Doring is a one-man wrecking crew. This match is completely different right now. There's no advantage until we can get Joe Doring eliminated, until we can get Joe Doring out of this match.
Well, that can't happen until the entire field for both sides is in the ring. And again, I ask you the question, the rule book. If a member of the team can't compete, does that mean the team is never complete and therefore the match can never end?
Oh, wait. What is he doing with the toaster?
He's putting his fingers in there. I mean, you're not going to get electrocuted because it's not plugged in, but there's like sharp stuff in there, coils, all kinds of stuff like that.
If the team is incomplete, I assume once the final introduction happens, then the match can continue for a pinfall or submission. Okay. I'm looking at the rule books right now. I don't know what to do.
So we await. Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
And look who comes bringing and bearing gifts. The Unified Impact Champion, Rich Swann. And Joe Doring goes out to meet the champ. And Swann does what he needs to do.
Swann's hitting Doring low and high at the same time.
Oh, gosh. Nice. This is what we need to see. A dirty, gritty, effective Rich Swann so close to rebellion.
And Rich has got his swag back. Look at him go.
The deal, Scott D'Amore was on site, and I can't think of anyone better, because you want to talk about rules and management, who makes the decisions. It's Scott D'Amore. So rest assured that there will be a resolution to this.
Oh! And right now we see the momentum has shifted. Doring is on the floor, and Eddie and Mack and Swann are just taking over.
Rich Swann has been the difference maker. Willie Mack, again, showing a bit of personality and levity against the backdrop of something just so heinous.
Ooh, look. Here we go. And Eddie right now is on Rhino, and this is how they're feeling it right now. Striker, they're feeling it. With Doring down on the floor.
Yes.
Everything is different right now.
And it feels like that the one guy on on Rich's team that can neutralize Joe would have been Tom. Agree?
I agree, but Rich Swann did a hell of a job with it, and now Rich Swann and Eddie Edwards are going up to get a table. Here, our next competitor is 8 seconds away.
Well, we know it's going to be Eric Young, so they need to get this table set up and put whomever through it that they wish, or perhaps it will loom ominously towards the end. Now this match is over as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, the numbers are in the side of Vinyl by Design. The numbers are there. And look, Eric Young's got a hockey stick and he just doesn't care.
Listen, for anyone that's played truly competitively, you know a stick is a weapon, all right? There are so many penalties, something called spearing. Just jab your stick into someone, cross-checking, boarding, hooking. It is a tool, it is a weapon.
But in the hands of those who know how to wield it, it is like Thor's hammer. Like, Eric Young knows how to use a hockey stick.
Just like that butt end
right
down
there
onto Rich Swann.
And Eric Young, once again, has tipped the scales back in the favor of Vinyl by Design. And this match, oh boy.
I think it's important to note, some may roll their eyes. Well, back in the day, hockey sticks were made of like wood, Sherwood's, Featherlights. Now they're made of like fiberglass, like epoxy resin and things like that, so that they don't, so that they don't break.
Well, that lets you know, thank goodness Eddie Edwards got out of the way, because that hockey stick just cracked on that steel rail. That could have been Eddie's back.
If you've ever seen a broken hockey stick, ones from now, they have jagged, sharp edges on them. Right now, Eric Young is taking full advantage of the carnage that he has created. He himself is the designer.
He's the architect. This is his world. The clock's going. We get 8, 7 seconds.
Right, but it should supposed to be Tom.
It's supposed to be
Tommy.
Tommy.
So we have this moment here. You want me to do Hardcore Justice, Tommy Dreamer. Scott D'Amore has done it. He's made a decision. He's given an opportunity to a man with passion. Trey Miguel fills out the field.
Look at Trey on fire. Scorpion kick. Oh, another scorpion kick. Whoa. Neckbreaker. Wow.
Trey Miguel came out yielding a 5-iron. And just like that, Trey Miguel has changed everything. Uh-oh. Replace your divots, folks.
Uh-oh. Trey, turn around. And look at...
You want to question Trey's passion? You cannot. No one can question it any longer.
He didn't back down one bit. He just started firing.
Trey.
Oh, my goodness.
And chooses to go back in. Doesn't run away from the giant. Up, over, and... Oh, Trey's behind. Trey may be too quick.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you for Joe Doring.
Oh my goodness. That was like a 15-car wreck. Joe Doring coming off with that running crossbody. My goodness.
Look at that. Look at those two ships passing in the night. Rhino and Joe Doring, and now together. And Joe directing traffic, learning perhaps from Eric Young.
And what is Joe Doring? Joe Doring is dangerous as it is. Now he's looking for a weapon.
So there are people that say that this whole Violent by Design thing is about a weak mentality and easily manipulated, and I beg to differ. I think what makes this scary is that all of these men are strong-minded. All of these men are critical thinkers. And with EY at the helm, now they are, yes, Violent by Design.
That's what makes them dangerous. These are all good competitors who have got a different mindset, who are thinking in a different way. And it's a very dangerous way to think, and look at them right now, setting up this table. And I fear right now for Rich Swann.
Oh! You know, EY's setback against James Storm, the Storm 1000, Storm's 1000th match, that really messed with EY's mind. And I think now Violent by Design have a bit more rage within them.
Oh, Eddie! Oh, nice! Close on over the top!
Wow, and just like that, the Commissar back in town. Eric Young shuts it down.
It's literally, as soon as you think it's an advantage one way, it shifts back the other way.
Peter DDT spikes Willie Mack. Rich Swann back in.
Oh, jumping cutter!
Off the cutter. Around.
And there's Rhino. Oh no! Rhino's lying Swann up the table.
Normally we'd see the gore. Instead we see it through a table.
Here's the pin.
No. It wasn't really a gore so much as it was a lift up and push, but it shows the difference in Rhino now. And yes, to your point, everyone's in now, so the match can end pinfalls or submissions only.
Yeah, we are now in the penultimate stage of this match where it's anything can happen right now, and the match can end in an instant.
That dragging Rich Swann, making him taller by lifting him by just his neck. What does Eric Young have in mind here? Remember, that's our Unified Impact World Champion. Remember, that's the guy that's gonna fight for the Impact flag on April 25th.
Oh, nice jumping punch there by Willie Mack, and now Willie's climbing up, but wait, Rhino stops him.
Rhino sent to the floor.
Eddie climbs up now,
This all started with what appeared to be Eric Young trying to suplex Rich Swann outside of the ring. Willie and Eddie coming up to save their friend and their champion. Trey Miguel now trying to assist, but you can see EY holding on to the steel of the ring post.
Oh no!
But even that may not be enough.
Oh my goodness! Oh my, Joe Doring with a triple superplex powerbomb. What the hell do you call that? Look at this! Joe Doring just saw the lower body strength and just whipped 4 men from the top of the ring to the floor and just tossed Eddie Edwards out like he's a small child.
Oh. Joe Doring is everything we need right now.
Oh my goodness. I'm stuck on what Joe Doring just did.
Be stuck on what Joe Doring is doing. Be stuck on what Eric Young is creating. Talking about a disease-ravaged world. There are many that agree. But how do you inoculate the masses in a safe way?
I think Joe Doring is the answer to that. He doesn't care about safe. He just wants to be the cure to the disease. Now what's Doring doing?
Interesting, man.
What is Doring doing now?
Whatever he wants.
This is true. I guess that's the answer to every question. What does Doring want to do? Whatever he wants.
What force in the world can stop Joe Doring? Perhaps it's Trey Miguel, a hardcore Meteora falling from the sky.
Trey just did a Meteora. Look at this. Trey goes over the Meteora on Doring, on top of Eddie, through a table to the floor. Wow.
Heard his shins on that, the sacrifice that is made as Eric Young rises to his feet. Rhino collects a chain around his heavy right hand. They have Willie Mack in their sights.
Willie's cornered. Willie's cornered. He's got nowhere to go right now. Willie's got nowhere. He just decides to fight.
What else can you do?
Nothing.
Oh! Chain to the gut. Out of the way, Rhino.
Rhino over that mini gore. Oh!
Willie Mack fighting on his own.
Willie for the cover.
Here. No.
Eric Young makes a save because he thought things were over. Now Eric Young's gonna take his in the hand.
Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Oh, Willie kicks his feet, changes momentum, back body drop. Eric Young down. Willie Mack up, feeling it right now. Kick to the gut. Is it about time? Oh! EY out of position himself.
There it is.
Sure that the weight was displaced perfectly right down onto his head and neck. It's over.
Here are your winners, Violent by Design.
D'Lo,
What I just saw there was carnage. What I just saw there was mayhem. And what I just saw there was Violent by Design giving the cure to the world in the form of a pile driver on Willie Mack.
What an amazing afternoon it has been. We will see you this Thursday when the taxman cometh. In the end, when we have no decency, no laws. In the end, when all that's left is anarchy. Then the true test of man will begin, because many fear natural selection. They disdain survival of the fittest. The weak seek to neuter the strong. It is a sickness, a disease that plagues us, but remember, it was the blood on the door that saved the chosen. Therefore, the house of salvation is Violent by Design. Take a look.
Look at this pile driver here. Nobody does it better. This move should be banned in every state.
It was once banned in our sport.
And there you see the victorious Violent by Design looking over the spoils of their victory, looking down at Willie Mack, and casually walking away.
It's an historic first. A battle between two world champions.
April 25th, title versus title.
A war between two competing worlds.
Two titles, two companies, history will be made.
The Impact World Champion, Rich Swann. The AEW World Champion, Kenny Omega. Title versus title. Rebellion. Live. Sunday, April 25th on pay-per-view.